All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the music seems fine. I added the music back in. I don't know how many people care actually, but I don't know. It seems weird to not have the music in the background at this point, I guess. This. There you go. Gaming Game, hello. All tokens will be available on Facebook. Is where they said that. Nice. Nice. I forgot my Facebook login like kind of forever ago, so hopefully they mention it somewhere else, but otherwise, yeah, maybe I'll just have to ask them to confirm that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna be doing that. The mid-mech, yes, promo code. I made a post about it. I'm aware that it exists. 5 tokens here, and I assumed that we get all the tokens, by the way. I assume we get all the free tokens, because 5 from this is not bad, and this lasts for like 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's a really, really long event. Most of the time, if they give free tokens for a really, really long event, something like this, well, I mean, like, they give a free token for, what's it called? Continuum and the Silverthorn, but like those are new things, so obviously they're not going to be giving all the tokens for them. But these are relatively low rank things. I already have Podgun 8, that's good. Yeah, not bad. I could get 2 pilots from this. I don't really need a legendary barrage pilot in all honesty, but I definitely need a legendary missile. You just got gear hub tier 8. What mech should you buy? I mean, there's Hemlock for credits. You should probably buy that. Can you get a shout out? No, but you can get timed out for spamming. So that's cool. Anyway, let's open some of these. As you may have no, wait a second. Did I make a... Excuse me. I'm trying to click on the gear hub thing. Okay. You just died, bro. Hold on. Refresh this. Did I make that poll? I did make that poll. Okay. So... people were saying... I made 2 polls. One, like, late last night, and then one I had scheduled for this morning. A lot of people saying I should upload stream clips on this channel. I don't think that's a good idea, honestly. But then otherwise, like, I have the credits, and a lot of people are saying I should get Overdriver 8 as opposed to Brick House, which I don't, like, disagree with that necessarily. Is this my free-to-play? Yeah. Yeah. I can't... Bro, I don't think it's even possible for me to get down to 4,000 SP on my main account. Legitimately, every single one of my mechs are maxed, with the exception of Killshot. And when everything's maxed, it's just, like, it's not possible. You should make a new channel for stream clips. That's what I'm saying. Because otherwise it's like, when you see an upload from me, right, you don't know if it's either A, something you already watched from a stream, and it's just a really low quality, completely unedited clip from a stream that you've already seen. Like, that's one thing. It's like, not really excited about that, right? Or if it's something that I put a lot more effort into, and it's something, like, actually unique and well made, right? Like, I feel like my quality standard is relatively high at this point. So I think it would be, it's basically, it would be as if, like, it's kind of the same as if like every now and again I just uploaded random like basically raw videos and that were completely unedited. And like yeah, some people would watch them, but I think it kind of detracts from when I upload here. It's just kind of it's like, oh well, I don't know if it's gonna be something I actually like. People who want to watch clips, highlights specifically, can watch. Their regular content can be here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Because otherwise, yeah, I'd be inclined... Emscon, hello. Otherwise, I'd be inclined to, like, try to edit them together or whatever. I don't really want to deal with that. I don't even know if I want to do it at all, because it's just more work for me, right? Is the Onyx event worth it? I made a post. It's 6,000 A-coins at most. Even drop rates. So more than likely you'll get it in half that. Well, I wouldn't say more than likely, but you have a fair chance of getting it with only like 3,000 A-coins. Which is stupidly cheap. But at the same time, Onyx is like not good. So like, do you need it? Not really. Right? That's kind of the thing, though, is like it's really cheap for a legendary mech, and it's a lot cheaper than you'd normally get Onyx at. But like Onyx itself is like kind of not worth buying ever. So, you know, if you really wanted it, then I suppose you could get it for really cheap here. But otherwise, if you didn't end up, like for myself, I could spin it 3 times. I'm not gonna freaking spin it 3 times, bro. Maybe on one of my other accounts I'll try it just because like I don't care what happens to the A-coins there, but no, in this one I need to save A-coins for certain things, and frankly I don't care if I get it because I know it's not that good. Would be fun to have. Yeah, I mean getting something new, especially something that's really especially getting it at a massive discount, it's like it's nice and it's fun, but it's like realistically, would you use it longer than like 2 weeks, right? Because if it's worse than what you already have, then probably not worth spending A-coins on, right? BMP, hello, how are you? Pankaj, hello. How much is Onyx and Gear Hub? Like 9,000, same as Search. Are there grindable rewards for this? Yes. You can get 5 of these tokens for this event. Somebody was saying that you'll be able to get all of the tokens throughout the course of the next 2 weeks. There will be events with all of the tokens for this event, which is going to be great. This event is arguably better than the Onyx event anyway. 2 legendary pilots plus Stormwrack 8. Stormwrack 8's like not phenomenal and it's only rank 4, but like realistically, you're not going to use Onyx. You would use both of these at very least. A legendary missile pilot is like one of the best pilots you can get. Just so we're clear. Do you plan anything other than Mech Arena streams in the form of a secondary channel? Not on a clips channel, no. If I made a different channel for stream clips, it would be just for stream clips. Maybe there's like a small chance that I'd make like super low effort random videos there, but most likely not. Will we be able to also get Stormwrack 8 from that Crate Rush event? I mean, yeah, what do you mean? Did I or did I not say that we should be able to get all the tokens? Or at least that's what somebody told me. That's what they said on... They said that the Mech Arena official mentioned that on Facebook, but I haven't seen it, so I can't confirm, but sounds about right. Think making hanger reviews also exclusive to the Stream Clips channel could be good? Yeah, maybe. They're a little bit more just chill and not really anything specific. I'm not sure. There are different ways that I could potentially do hanger review type things. I just have to decide how I want to do it, right? Because, like, to some extent, I know that most people aren't watching it. I probably... Okay. This isn't good. I should have used Aegis. I was going to use Aegis, but I waited too long. Oh, hold on. My Viper, the Viper 8s have a 50% modifier, so they're doing crazy damage right now. I don't think he can kill me. No. No. You get down a ramp, and it's hard for people to hit the ground and deal damage to you. And as long as you're, like, moving back and forth, they can't really aim straight directly at your body either. Or at least they can, but they'll probably miss a lot of the rockets, is what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, for Hangar Reviews, it's like... It's kind of a matter of just, like, I kind of know that a lot of people aren't going to watch it, so I have to just decide how to do it, like, in the most interesting way without necessarily tanking my views from it. I think it's a nice thing to do, and I think I'd like to continue doing it for the sake of, like, especially my longtime viewers, even though I know it's not gonna do as well. I don't think that matters so much. I should have waited to mark him. Whatever. Nice job. But yeah, like, so what I'm saying is, like, most likely, I'm not going to do it at the end of every video, right? Because that seems like a bad idea. I mean, we win this pretty easily, right? Surely. I'll just do that. I can't really afford to not move. He has no ability, no weapons, no HP. You got like 5,000 coins using all the free tokens? Oh, wait, it's C tokens. You mean credits. C coins. Those are called credits. How do we know we can get all the event tokens as rewards? Somebody said that Mech Arena official posted it on Facebook. I cannot confirm it, but the event lasts a hella long time. 2 weeks. And there's already one event that's going to give us 5, so just generally I would assume it looks like the type of event that they'll give you all the tokens for. Just based on that. Nice job. Wait. What's this guy's name? Hold on. Turd Cutter? Is that what it was? You also got Silverthorn for a spin? Very cool. Turd Cutter. Ah. What kind of name is that, bro? Oh, hold on. I mean, I wasted his ammo. That's good. Does he have the reload implant, I wonder? Maybe not, right? Oopsie. Okay. Well, that's not good. If he didn't... Man, if my teammate didn't freaking die immediately. I could have probably got both of them. there's an official announcement. Theoretically, you'd have to go to Facebook. I forgot my Facebook login a long time ago, so I couldn't check. I'll probably ask them. I'll probably, like, ask Plarium directly, but they have weekends off, or at least the people that I talk to have the weekends off, so they're not going to get back to me for... Even if... Oh, wait, it was the guy from last time. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, new drops. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's not good. I should have kept running. I should have kept running until my ability was ready. Problem is, down that little ramp, down this little ramp, trying to shoot up that way with Stormrack, really difficult. Not a good idea. Hey, turd cutter. Have you ever considered... I don't know, it's a crazy thought, but like, have you ever considered not just full sending to your death every round? I don't know. I don't know if it would work. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. Oh, really? That's weird. Yeah, whatever. He's going around this way. I should be able to kill him. Wait, really? Are we for real? That'll kill him. I don't care if you're linked to me at this point. You'll die. There's no way that I die before that. Okay. Spin the Onyx crate? No. Y'all wanted me to spin the Outlaw crate, which I ended up doing, and ended up getting nothing. It's really easy to gamble when it's someone else's Acoins. And I know you don't care if I lose everything, but I do. Are we for real? Okay. Yeah, whatever. My teammate is kind of balls. He's kind of balls. Outlaw had less of a chance. Yeah, but it was also a better mech, let's be real. You bought Orion for Aquins yesterday and put railguns on it. It's amazing. Thank you for advice. People do not understand how crazy that build is, especially at this SP. If you're even like somewhat like anywhere between like 3 and like 5 or 6,000 SP, and you haven't tried Railgun Orion, it's crazy. You absolutely should. Am I going to get Overdriver 8? Yeah, probably. Probably. The problem that I have is, like, I want to get Overdriver so I can make a video be like, Overdriver versus Viper, right? But then Viper has this 50% freaking damage modifier right now, which makes it seem way better than it actually is. It makes it seem like Viper is way better than Overdriver, but it's not. You have like 120,000 credits. I would... Oh, I should not have gone with... Also, this guy may or may not be tanking. Not sure. 120k is like not that much. But it would not surprise me if you have more than the majority of people here. I will bet you, even I told people not to, but I'll bet you they did anyway. I'll bet you almost everybody spent basically every penny that they had on epic stuff that they didn't actually need, and epic stuff that they probably aren't even going to use, really. I'll bet you. You love Missile Rack? Cool. Sneak clips, you're not gonna dash him, right? Okay. You bought Railgun today, so you have 50k left. Fair enough. You actually bought Cryo 16 and Helix 16 because you need them for tier stars. Oh, great. Well, that's not good. No, please. Aw. I got a double KO, but it doesn't really matter because the Deathwalker's still. Can Overdriver replace Minigun? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's better. I think Minigun's slightly better, but it's really close. There's, like, they're very interchangeable is what I'm trying to say. And that's what I've been saying. He's coming for me. Nice, thanks. They're very interchangeable, and, like, you may as well get Overdriver because it's so much cheaper, right? You can even get double Overdriver 10s. It's kind of just no reason not to. Okay. We've all bought useless things to get tier stars. True, true. But I am sure that people are going a little bit more crazy with the epic stuff just because they're excited now that it's cheaper. And so they think cheaper must be better. I want to check this. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. That's my bad. I think this, this clan, I think, has quite a lot of, or at least several high SP people in there. He's got a J at the end of his name, so maybe it's like a baby account or something. Alt account. Wouldn't be surprised. What do I need at the... Kill a mech 10 sec... Within 10 seconds spawning. Kill 5 mechs in one battle. I didn't... Oh, well, yeah, I guess it's Hanger Showdown. It's not... That's gonna be easy, though. 20 mechs from behind. That's probably not a big deal. 25 mechs from range. That's also not bad because I have the Orion. Kill 50 mechs just in general. That's not gonna be that bad. And then make an in-game purchase. That's not gonna happen, but I don't need to do that task. Okay. Okay. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Turd it's crazy. Tanker hanger. Nah. I'm not gonna accept it if you got a tanker hanger. That's ridiculous. Let's see. I wanna just get for this task real quick. Actually, Tetra rifles should be free to play after a couple. It's like Howler. I need to find that guy's Plarium ID so I can unfriend him. He keeps spam DMing me. It's so difficult to find people, though. Has anyone else had that issue? You're trying to find someone on Plarium, like you're trying to find someone specific on Plarium Play, but you can't find them because the Plarium ID or Plarium name doesn't match the in-game name. So you have to go to their profile and check to see what their in-game name is. You can't even like search up their in-game ID or anything like that. It's ridiculous. Sentinel's too OP and would break the game, so RuFFles will not get it. I've got some news for you. I'm going full meta. No, I already have it. Why are recent weapons just bad legendaries mostly? Because the devs don't really know how to balance things properly. I think a lot of the problem is that they created a really bad situation for themselves. They have to try to make things balanced without mods and with mods, which is extremely difficult, right? So more than likely, if they make a weapon, or even a mech, it's going to either be really good. It's going to be really good in one of those cases, and probably really bad in the other one of those cases, right? More than likely, it's going to be good without mods, but really bad when mods come into play. And that's just kind of like, they kind of just shot themselves in the foot. That's just the result of them making mods a rank 6 only thing. Like, it's which was dumb from the start, right? See, you see what I'm saying? He's just like, please accept invite. No, dude. Stop. Shut up. Let me do whatever I'm doing. Oh my goodness. Is Railgun 8 better than Pod 8 for Orion? Yes, I think so. I think I said the opposite a while ago, but after using Railgun 8, I have to say that, because what I've Podgun I think has more DPS, and it makes more sense because it's like it has the homing feature, same as the ability. It's got everything. Are we getting Overdriver 8? Not this stream, no. Probably at some point. Probably soon, yeah. But it like Podgun makes more sense. But the thing is that what I've kind of learned is that Orion specializes in super, super high DPS, so it just doesn't make sense to use a weapon with damage delay, right? Part of the main benefit of extremely high DPS is that you can kill things extremely quickly, right? So if you're purposely delaying the kill with a 2-second Podgun delay, then you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, right? You're kind of taking away one of the main benefits that you have as an Orion. So yeah, I would have to say that it's Railgun first and then Podgun, but Podgun's still really good. I am not gonna shut up. Oh, okay. All right, fellas, we'll do it on stream then. Let's find him. Is he one of the guys that's online? No. See, I can go here and I can see what their in-game name is. But that's what I have to do, is I have to just keep doing that. Well, unless he sent me a DM. People send me DMs in here sometimes too. Yo, this is... No, it's not that guy. It's not this guy. It's not... I don't want to read DMs on stream, that's cringe. I'll just try to find him. Does anybody know what he's... I'm going to find him and I'm going to unfriend him literally right now. It's just a matter of time. Somebody help me out here, please. Does anyone else have him on Plarium Play? It's not... Is it this guy? Bro, that name is crazy. It's not any of these guys. I checked, I spent like a couple minutes checking before starting the stream. I don't think it's this guy. No. You? No. Why is the token a freaking pretzel? It's the Oktoberfest thing. Or whatever it's called. But what is up with it? It's like lagging a lot. No. XP, I'm on my free-to-play account, so probably not. You? No. Podgun's the best weapon on Hemlock, period. Well, you're wrong about that, but you seem convinced, so I don't really care. Not that guy. Bro, I need to find this guy. He's so annoying. This is what I get for accepting invites, dude. I doubt it's you. Nah. Puffle? Doesn't make sense, bro. Why? I can't search up his in-game name either. This is annoying as hell, actually. Why the frick is Plarium Play such a horrible platform, dude? You can't find anyone. And I can't look up his name. I can't look up his name because his Plarium name's different from his in-game name, and so it's just GG, right? I have to go through literally individually. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You don't have friends just because of Plarium Play? Yeah, fair enough. I'm just trying to freaking find him. No. It's gonna be different. You? No. But why is this so difficult? It's not you. It's probably not you. Dude, I don't know. It's not you. I feel like I've had him on my list for a while. I don't think it's you. I think that's his in-game name. No, no, no. Bro, that's annoying. That's actually really annoying. I want to get rid of this guy. What if he doesn't have Plarium? Well, I know that he does, because that's clearly how I friended him, right? Because, like, if I go to his profile, it says you're already friends with this player. It doesn't let me unfriend them from in-game. If it doesn't let me unfriend them in-game, that means that they're Plarium Play friend. Unfriend everyone? That's crazy. So normally there's a button that'll just allow me to unfriend them. But if it's on Plarium Play, then it won't let me do it. I have to go to Plarium Play and then unfriend them from there. But I don't... Bro, it's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I am gonna have some major complaint. Like, this is a thing that I've kind of had an issue with before, but it's never been, like, as much of a bother as it is right now. So, yeah, Plarium's gonna hear from me after this. Someone's gonna hear from me after this. It's impossible to find anybody. What have you missed? There's just some idiot who keeps spam DMing me that I friended on Plarium Play a while back. And, Plarium Play makes it basically impossible to find anybody that you're looking for. Like, if their Plarium Play name is different from their in-game name, it's basically GG. You can't search up their in-game ID. That doesn't work. Because their Plarium ID is different from their in-game ID. You can't search up the name. Because the Plarium name is different from the in-game name. When you go in-game to look at them, it doesn't let you unfriend them from in-game. You have to go to Plarium Play specifically, to that specific person, and unfriend them manually. You cannot do it from in-game. There's just no good way of doing it. And I've had a couple situations where it's like I kind of want to unfriend this guy because he's being annoying, but it doesn't usually take that long, dude. It's just ridiculous. I might die here. Oh, that's annoying. My team had a fragment gun and shotgun. Oh. Really? You couldn't have, I don't know, started with that. When you press the profile from the chat, you can't unfriend no matter where they're added. You have to go to friends lists. Were you sure about that? Is that why? Well, if that's the reason... I thought you could. I thought you couldn't do it from, like, global chat. But you could do it from, like, the friends list chat, essentially. That's what I thought. Ask him what his Plarium play name is. I don't think he's gonna tell me, plus he's offline now. Hey there, buddy. Worth it. Oh, never mind. Really? It was not worth it, because I forgot my team had a freaking slingshot. Bleh. He just went offline. Go to offline friends. He'll probably be at the top. That's true. Though I don't know, if he has his profile set to not show when he's online, then I'm not sure if it would still show up at the top. It's a good thought, though. I have to kill him now! Well, my teammate is kind of buns. It's okay. I will go to my this, and I will look for... We'll see if Spec's correct. He might be. He might be. In which case, I would have been crashing out over nothing. But at least just solve my problem. I hope he's right, bro. I don't... It would be the easier solution. He's not online anymore. I don't think, or no, he is. Hey, he was correct. Get this man out of here, bro. I want to be able to block people so that they can't send me friend requests anymore. That's another thing that the game needs. Yeah, I'm gonna time you out 5 minutes and don't... Yeah, we only do English. Spec is right. Okay. Yes, thank you, Spec. Thank you, Spec. I don't unfriend people very often, so I forgot. XP, much appreciated, sir. I'm not sure... Cop. I'm not sure what currency that is, but I appreciate it anyway. You can block them via Plarium? Yeah, maybe, but, like, you can't in-game, right? Like, we just discovered... this whole time I thought that they were a Plarium friend, but they're not. Mission accomplished. Yeah, exactly, dude. Get this man out of here. Freaking nerd. The acorns. Yeah, I know. I've actually opened several crates and I still have that many acorns. The game really wants to be that way. You don't have an option to unfriend RuFFles. It's probably because you're friended on Plarium Play. In fact, I know you are because I have your Brokeringer account. Brother, what? Missile Rack 6s? I'm telling you, dude. People just immediately like, oh, it's cheap. That must mean it's more worth spending on. Mr. X6 is saying, "Do you crap, boy?" Imagine getting killed by Helix Track on this map. Could not be me. He has a really OP mech. I'm actually going to go with a less OP mech because I think I can get away with it. Because, like, in general, the Redeemer and the Orion are, like, my two kind of carry mechs. So those are the two ones that I'm most likely to win with. The Zephyr is also nice. It depends on what they start. It depends on what they have. But that's another good one, and that can usually get me 3 wins just from that. That might kill him, yeah. It can usually get me 3 wins just from that, but like if I don't have to spawn one of the more OP things, I kind of don't want to, just in case. Hi. He's probably dead. You gonna use all the tokens you get from the event? Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. When the next event comes out, I might stream that too. We'll find out. Yeah, okay, well, my teammates got Revoker Search, so we shouldn't lose this, but, yeah, I mean, you never know, right? I can't, like, clip him in the forehead, right? It'd be crazy if I did. Little does he know he could actually have shot me from above. Like, he could have stayed behind that cover and still shot me, because his quad rocket is up that far. He should have done that. Sentry would have died to Helix Track on this map? No. He would have died to Disruptor. He's not a noob, though. Sentry's only weakness is Disruptor, okay. Well, no, his weakness is anything green. That's been established. What's the token compensation? It doesn't really matter because, like, getting these things is way better than not getting them. But I guess technically, if you already have all of those things, then you don't really care about those tiny amount of credits. The tokens will just be exchanged for credits. It's not, I mean, obviously it wasn't going to be 8 coins anyway, but I don't know how many. I have no way. The only way that I ever know how much the token compensation is if I spin the event and I get all of the tokens and then I spin the entire crate. And then I end up with 1 token left over, right? Then it automatically compensates me. Because the event doesn't exist anymore because I already opened all of it. And I have a token, it'll automatically compensate me. That's the only way to know that's the only way to know early what the compensation is, and that really just doesn't happen that often, right? It's like there's only a couple different events that ever happens to. Most of the time I don't get all the tokens. How many tokens do you get free to play? Somebody was saying that we should be able to get all the tokens, but we'll find out, I guess. There is, hold on, there's this one as well. There was join a clan. There's no, oh, that's the only clan related task. I thought for sure it was going to be other clan related tasks. Works for me though, I guess. 2 days. What do I even want for this? Level up epic mechs or weapons 3 times. I don't think I care that much. Play 5 battles while using the epic mech equipped with epic weapons. The epic mech? The epic mech? Which one is that? 5 battles. No? What do you mean? Absolutely not. I just spent 20 minutes trying to get rid of you. Yeah, maybe we'll do Aegis. Quantum gun. What do I even have? Ember gun. Yeah, why not? It's not great. And yeah, that's just where the story ends. That's it. Range damage. Sure, I'll just do that just for that task. I might just like start with it, but I'm probably not going to use it much. It's just going to be there just so I can finish the task. How do you get the Plarium exclusive event? You have to be playing on Plarium Play. Yeah. I can't do this event because I have everything already. Fair enough. Fair enough. Use disc launchers to get kills from behind. I don't have disc launcher. Also, Stormwreck does that better. Does it count from a kill from behind if your Revoker coming back kills the enemy? I think so, yeah. The only thing that doesn't count as a kill from behind is using Orion. Because Orion's Hunter's Mark, it says all weapon attacks against mark mechs count as back hits. So that it counts as back hits in terms of damage, but it doesn't count as a back hit in terms of like tasks or achievements or whatever, right? So you can't get back damage or back or kills from behind by using Orion, which is sort of sad. I think you should be able to, because I think that'd be fun. Is it a good idea to play Hangar Showdown after you get all the things you want? I mean, nope. If you already got all the rewards that you wanted, then I don't know why you'd bother. Unless you had... I mean, if you have another free ticket, you may as well, right? If it'll get you something, like, you can, go ahead. But, like, don't spend A coins getting nothing of value. Macarena said it's highly likely to give all tokens on their YouTube post. Well, excuse me. Either they're giving all of them or they're not. What do you mean highly likely? Bruh. Leave it to Plarium, though. Like, it's their game. It's their game and they don't even know. Highly likely. Not them, bro. I'm gonna start with them. They worded it like highly likely. Yep, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, why? I'm guessing that's just their way of saying, yes, it's gonna give all of them, but... It's just weird to say that. Like, why would you say that? Aye. Oh, this does no damage. Oh, this does no damage. This does not deal damage. This is so bad. And then there's a bunch of people out here freaking buying and upgrading their Ember Guns because they think, oh, it's Ember Gun, it's OP. I have to... Is he gonna spawn up there? He might. Poke. Please don't spawn here. Please don't spawn here. Okay. Mark. Okay, nice. What are you? Hello? Excuse me? I didn't kill him. Where is the... Oh, he's right there. Ah! That guy I can kill without marking him. That guy... Really? Everything's fine. I just gotta keep an eye out for, like, potential stealth damage. Because I feel like they're... Wait, what are you? He's got a Neymar. Yeah. Go away. Is that a Volti? Voltis are fairly common at this SP. I'm not really surprised because to a lot of things, it's actually pretty much just a guaranteed one ability kill. It's pretty dangerous. It is pretty dangerous. I really don't want to get crashed by this guy. Someone going left. Doesn't matter. Is Panther good, Mech? Yeah, it's good. If you don't need to get it, then you could probably skip it, though. You're out now. Review your friend's hangar? No. I'm not reviewing any friend's hangar. People are buying Volti because it can kill in 2 abilities in low SP. Well, a lot of times it can kill a lot of things in 1 ability too. I think the only thing that can survive a Volti ability in my hangar currently is probably the Aegis. Maybe the other thing? Yeah, maybe the Silverthorn as well. But like that's pretty weak. This is really weak. This okay, this could survive it as well, partially because of the canopy, but it'd cripple me pretty bad. Hey Sanjay, let's go. How's it going? Cryo launcher OP on Orion. I mean, it's an easy way to tell who's invested in the wrong things. That's really all I'm gonna say. It's a really easy way to tell who's invested in the wrong things. You were not bought in the last Hangar Showdown? Hey, I thought I recognized that name. GG, I had a kind of OP teammate. I guess we'll start with this. I don't really want to, but... Is it 2v2? JGDKO Firelo. Yeah. Bro, that's what I say every time I wake up. Man, this guy gets it. Getting mechs with heavy energy capacity is kind of hard for free-to-play. Only option is Panther, sort of. Or Guardian. Yeah, a lot of people over-invest in Guardian, so it's a pretty common thing. Guardian's, like, not bad, but people go a little too far with it most of the time. I agree, though. Most of the decent heavy mechs are legendary ones. Not that you really need it, though. Because, like, let's be real. In order to use my Panther with 20 energy or my Silverthorn with 20 energy, I have to buy and duplicate 10 energy weapons. It's extremely expensive and impractical. It's so much easier. Man's name is Slingshot. It wasn't wrong. It was a slingshot. But it's extremely impractical, and what ends up happening is, like, you know, the much more convenient option is for me to just buy and use 8 energy weapons, which I can do on all of my medium mechs. So the medium mechs are just kind of better, right? Run, you piece of crap. He has no plan. He's got to be in a squad with this MD.D guy. Like, there's no chance. Also, you really done messed up using that. Okay, never mind. Rank 6, lots of mods. Those are the wrong mods. You shouldn't be using those mods. What? JGD Firelo, what are you doing? How did they get the middle? Please, freaking kill second amount. Poke. Poke. Okay, thanks. Good job. Living Legend who? Oh, you are Living Legend? Get unsubscribed. He banned. Go away, I don't care. I lost I lost 1 subscriber. Boo-hoo. Freaking cope, fella. It's okay. I gained the respect of everyone in chat, I'm sure. Anyone who just got here, he was spam DMing me a bunch, and I was trying to... I ended up unfriending him. And I told him to stop. I was like, dude, stop. And he said, and he DM'd me, he said that he wasn't gonna stop, so... Yeah, bye. Not you? No, I know. I banned the other guy, don't worry. I saw him. Is it worth spending 8 coins to get mod parts? I'm in League 2. You can't get the elite mod parts, right? No, the basic mod parts you don't really need. I think you get them at a... like, elite parts versus basic parts. You get them at, like, a... Is it like a 4-to-1 ratio? Like 4 basic parts per... I'm going based on, like, the Hangar Showdown max rewards and the weekly tasks. The TLDR, what I'm trying to get at, he's still in that, by the way. That's crazy. I wonder what rank that is. It might even be like a rank 6 Ares, but he's got passive weapons, so he's not going to be super aggro with it. That's interesting. Oh, it's a 12 and an 8! Bro, this whole time I thought he had double 8s, unless it's just the weapons being wonky. I think it's a 12 and an 8. You spend like 108 coins every day. That's not a great idea. You probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, no, this guy's got... Yeah, I was maxed 12 and 8. See, I kind of figured. That's a lot of inventory power. But yeah, you know what? Let me check. So the weekly tasks give you... Frick, it doesn't show it. I think it's like 4... Is it like 200 basic and 50 elite parts? Is that what it does? I don't remember. This is 400 and 100. Yeah. So you get them at like a 4-to-1 ratio, but I think you spend them at a lot less than that. So you spend them at like a 2-to-1 ratio, I think. Roughly. 400 basic, 50 elite. Oh, okay, so it's 8-to-1. Okay. Well, even being generous, right? So basically what I'm saying is you're getting basic parts kind of a lot faster than you really need them. Like, I mean, I can just show you, bro. I can just show you. I have 18,000 freaking basic parts. What the heck am I gonna use that on? I could buy really, really bad mods. Like, I shouldn't, and I'm not going to. But I could be like extremely bad mods. I bought a canopy just because, like, I had it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Epic Galvanical, Epic Canopy are kind of the only 2 things that you should, that you'd really buy. Epic Galvanic is kind of expensive. Epic Canopy is literally just like a if you feel like it type thing. Otherwise, like the first couple levels of any legendary mod costs some basic parts, but it's extremely cheap. So I wouldn't spend 8 coins to get basic parts from Hangar Showdown, is what I'm saying. Because you end up with more than you need anyway, realistically. Spending 8 coins to get the elite parts, that's not a bad idea. That's a pretty good exchange rate. You probably shouldn't do it every day, because, yeah, like that one guy was saying, 108 coins every day. It's not great, right? For the most part, you're not going to make 108 coins every day, so you're operating at a net loss there. But you could do it. Even just working on the... Like, even just working off the weekly tasks, you could do it, like, twice every 5 days or something like that. So you end up doing it, like, maybe 3 times a week. And you don't really end up losing much from that. Buy Zephyr or save to buy Podgun 8. Zephyr, I think, is a good one. Zephyr's a mech that I would want to... The EMP effect, even though Zephyr's... I mean, it's clearly the weakest EMP mech out there. But the EMP effect itself is so broken that it doesn't really matter. This is my go-to for countering, like, Seekers or Nomads, for example. quite a lot of things. If you can get close, or if they end up getting close to you, so long as you don't get freaking one-tapped because you're, like, literally made of paper. So long as you don't get one-tapped, so long as you're kind of careful about it. This is an extremely effective counter to quite a few things. So I keep that in there. Is Silverthorn good? No. No, it's really not. Why are you not maxing your mods? I kind of just don't see the point in you, because this costs 300, the next level costs 800. That's like a little over 1,000 mod parts. It's basically everything that I have. I'd spend almost everything that I have making my perimeter multilayer really not a whole lot stronger, because the thing is I'm working off of a Lancer, and so it's off my base HP. I could make it a lot stronger, and I could give it several extra layers, but, like, realistically, I don't think the HP per layer is, like, really worth it. Right? Because, like, as of now, I've spent, at level 4, I've spent 115 to buy it, and then 155 to upgrade it to from level 3 to level 4. The other 2 levels were basic parts, so I don't care, and we don't count those. So that's like 270 elite parts to get it to where it is. In order to put it here, I would have to spend like 4 times that much, essentially. Yeah. So I'd have to spend like 4 times that much, and it would only increase my survivability by like maybe 50%. Like, I think in most cases I'd only last like maybe 50% longer. So it's not really worth it on this mech specifically. In general, yes, it's a good idea to max them, but like, I know that this is not going to be a mech that I use forever, right? I know that it's not going to be one I use forever. Should you get Search now or if the price drop? I mean, that's completely up to you. Nobody knows when the price drop is happening, or even if it's happening. So I mean, that's your own gamble. And if you want to gamble with that, then go ahead, right? It would be really nice to wait, but at the same time, you could end up waiting like a year and still not get it. So like, it's up to you. I leave that up to you. I see a bunch of players using Lancer. Is it worth upgrading? Yes, if you're around my SP. It's very, very effective. It's very effective. It's honestly, it's the only low tier mech that I would say is actually like specifically this is one that I would legitimately say like, yes, you absolutely should upgrade this. All the other ones are more like you can if you want to, but you probably shouldn't. But this one is like, no, you probably should. You probably should, because it's very nice. It's very good. I will start inviting people now. But not that living legend guy. He's freaking out of here, dude. I should only invite like 2 people. I forget. You love gambling, as we all do. The epic price drop was like 8 months after the rare price drop. It could be a while or never at all. Yeah. It could be a long time, or it could be that it takes less time. I'm gonna leave it this. It could be that it takes less time, right? Because if they did the first one, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah, so this is clear. We're clear to do the epics, because this is working out pretty nicely. And then they do the epics, there's a fair chance that the next one takes even less time. Because they already have an idea of whether or not it'll work out. But I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. That's why it's a gamble, right? It's like, it could be in a couple months. It's not going to be it's not going to be like within 1 month, right? It's going to be at least a couple months. But it could be like close to a year as well. So I have no idea. Essentially, to solve the problem of getting to legendary mechs faster, but eventually they're going to have to reduce legendary prices as well. Well, yeah. And I think they plan to. I don't think like that's a thing that goes unnoticed. I think they fully intend to reduce the prices of legendary stuff. It's just a matter of when they do it. But I don't want to say that, yes, guaranteed they're going to 100% reduce the cost of legendaries. I don't want people to, like, quote me on it, right? Like, being completely fair and realistic and completely factual. Like, being factual, we don't technically know whether or not it'll happen. I have a pretty good guess. But we don't technically know, so I don't want to say it as if I know. Please don't. No! Okay. The legendary price drop would be about 3,000 acorns. No, you're wrong about that. You're wrong about that. Well, okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Are you saying that it will be 3,000 acorns less, or that legendary mechs would cost about 3,000 acorns? So those are very different. Do you think they'll do credit event crate for legendary pilots again? There's literally a event crate going on right now where they're going to give you all the free tokens, but they're going to give you all the tokens for free, and it has 2 legendary pilots in it. I don't think the credit-based one is... Yeah. I don't think they're going to do it soon, but yeah, probably eventually. But it's kind of like... not a problem. You can get them already. Maybe like 7K. Yeah, see the... So... There's 2 ways of thinking about it. There's 2 ways of thinking about the discounts, the price drops. And I think... There's one way that I think is the correct way, or the more likely accurate way of thinking about it. And that is based on percentage, it's based on percent decrease. Because some people are looking at it and they're like, oh, well, the epic, or the rare stuff is like, I don't know, 600 acorns or whatever. So the rare stuff is probably, or the epic stuff is probably going to be like 1,000 acorns. Or they see the epic stuff, they're like, oh, the epic stuff is 2,000 acorns. So the legendary is probably going to be 3,000 acorns. Or 4,000 acorns. Like, no, you can't base it off price. I think the more accurate way of determining it is basing it off of percentage discount. So the common stuff was reduced by a percentage of 90%. The uncommon was reduced by a percentage of 80%. Rare was reduced by 65%. Epic was reduced by 50%. Legendary is going to be reduced by, my guess is 30 to 35%. Which means that it's going to end up costing like 6,000 acorns, even after the price reduction. And you might think, well, it's still really expensive, and I mean, yeah, you'd be correct. But at the same time, you have to think about it in terms of not only is it an extra grade, it's also an extra rank, right? It's not like you're spending those extra acorns just getting a mech that's a legendary, right? You're also getting it rank 5 as opposed to rank 4. The epics you get at rank 4. So you have to spend for that extra rank as well. Mr. Bastion. Wait, does he have a Bastion, I wonder? If he doesn't have a Bastion, man, I would just be... Okay, there we go. Nice. BMP2. Wait a second. Is that BMP's new clan? He made a post about that. Brickhouse reduced to a redeem code. See, the thing is that, like, actually, with the way that they did Panther and Sentinel, we might see some things like Surge or Eclipse potentially be, like, way more expensive than everything else. Like, maybe they reduced that by, like, 15%. Or, like, 20%. And but then we might see like other things like maybe Redox, for example, or Brickhouse might be reduced by like 50%. So I don't know. It could be interesting. No idea. I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully they don't do something really stupid, but they probably will. You just killed my legendary hype? What do you mean? Redux should be 3k coins. I agree, yeah. I mean, Chris, you think you'll get after opening 20 vaults, 2010 vaults from saving up 200 fortune keys? I mean, I could do the math. Like, you could just, like, straight up do the math. I don't know. I'm not gonna do the math, because my crates are gonna be slightly different from your crates anyway. It's kind of no point. But I'm gonna say you'll get this, like, at least 3 times, probably, right? I'm gonna say, like, 3... Now let's go with, like, 400,000. I think you're gonna get 3 to 400,000 credits. Do you think Plarium watches your videos? I know they watch some of them. At least some of them. I don't think they watch my streams. Which one is more bad? Silverthorn or Redox? Redox is more bad. If they reduce the price of legendary items, then one could easily get Revokers and Pod Guns along with Stormracks. Well, yeah, ideally they could be able to easily get everything. You can already get those relatively easily. Like, saving up, you know, 800,000 credits. It takes a little bit, but it's just, like, it's not, like, strictly difficult. The devs have done some great things here lately. I do really appreciate the 408 coin gift yesterday. There's only 200 for me. Some people got it twice. I don't know how or why. It's weird. Can I use your hanger for a video? No, sorry. Silverthorn looks uglier, he says. Yeah, fair enough. Everybody got their opinions. Bro, what is this? My boy tanking? A lot of people are online right now. Compensation, it says, as I got it twice. Compensation for what? Oh, some people were having an issue logging in, I guess, yeah. I think I remember seeing that. Yeah, good for you then. I didn't get that. How much does it cost to upgrade Pod 8 from rank 4 to rank 5? If you can, I would honestly, because I'm guessing you're talking about because the Crate Rush event. Rank 5 Pod Gun 8's kind of way better. I would almost say that it's worth... I'd almost say it's probably worth just buying the Pod Gun 8 with credits before you get the tokens for them. If you get it at rank 4, there should be 0 rank ups involved. You just have to accept that you have a weak one, right? And that's just it. Like, spending 8 coins to rank up an 8 energy weapon is just, like, absolutely not. Especially not one that's gonna cost that much. I have, like, freaking 5 meters on him, dude. Okay, that's fine. As long as I'm stuck. Hi. Okay, bye. Oh no, kill shot. Vulnerable thing's fun. Man. I always give me, bro. You have 0 credits, used them on railguns? Yeah, fair enough. It's kind of worth it, though. Excuse me? What? How did you even kill me? It doesn't even make sense, dude. Bullshit. Whatever. You made 40k credits in one day. That's cool. I don't know what the most I ever made in one day was. But I do know I grinded like 600,000 in 2 days to get the railgun aids. When they first became free-to-play. So I think at least one of those days I got like 300k. I think there's a promo code to be fair, but still. You think Onyx is better than this new mech? Yeah. I agree. Does that make Onyx good? No. Right? Just because it's better doesn't mean that it's worth getting. So, like, yeah, the Onyx Crate Rush event, it's a good event in that it's extremely cheap, honestly. But Onyx is, like, not a great mix, so... Should you do it? I don't know. Can you promote your clan in my chat? No, I'd rather you didn't, that's weird. You can promote it in my Discord. Let's see, what do you got here? Alright. You kill things, many things, cool things. Graviton beam. Why do I get so many of these? Right after I rank it up, I start getting all kinds of them, dude. That's not even fair. Freaking look at this. Freaking. You remember how long? Remember how many crates I opened, and how long it took for me to get those last 3 blueprints? Yeah, I'm sitting on 6 now. Right after I spend the A coins, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'll just spend the 720 A coins to get those blueprints. And it's just like, here you go. I heard you were looking for Graviton blueprints. You know, it's freaking 8 years too late. Spin it. Should I, or should I wait until I have all 5 and then spin all 5? I feel like I should wait until I have all 5. That's probably better. Does back damage get stacked over Hunter's Mark? No, everything counts as back damage. So if you hit someone from the back, after you mark them, it does the exact same damage as if you hit them from the front. Did you already miss some tokens for the Crate Rush? No. No, this is the first event for it. Redeemer is decent, but not worth it. It's nice for Hangar Showdown, but that's about it, yeah. Unless you end up upgrading it, like maxing it out. I really, like, rank 4 Redeemer is pretty pointless. Like, it really is pretty pointless. No, who's this one? 5 battles while using epic mech equipped with epic weapons. Okay, so I just need to do that one more time. And then I'll get a gold crate out of that, I guess. Acquire 1 epic mecha weapon. That's not gonna happen. Level up 3 times. Also probably not gonna happen. And I mean, like, I don't care, right? Upgrade the rank. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. And some people are gonna be like, but RuFFles, you can afford to. Why don't you just do it? Because it's gonna cost me like 10 times as much as I would get back. Like, why would I spend resources on something dumb that I'm not gonna use just to get like a fraction of that in rewards? Like, no. I'll do this one because this is something I can do without spending any resources, period, and I'll get a free gold crate out of it. It's not much, but it is something, right? It's something and I don't have to spend for it. Anything that I'd have to spend for it's not going to be worth it. Let's see. You. I'm trying to find people that I haven't invited yet. Is it good to use Podgun 10 and 8 on Aegis? You already ranked up your Aegis. The 70+ meter kills is such a grind? It shouldn't be. Should be able to just use Railgun Orion. Or if not, then like Podgun Orion. The new mech should be for free. I don't think it's that bad. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, sure. Yeah. 4v4, we have a sub-hole deep. Yeah, that's what I say too. Hello. Yo, what is that? Ha, it's a Railgun 16 and a Helix Rex 16. It looks like on a freaking Maxed Paragon. Alright, easy. I got you, buddy. Just call out when your dome about to drop. Or don't. That's good too. Nice. Okay, hold on. Go. Yeah. Don't wait for it visually. You can. Oh no! Oh dang it! See, that's the problem. I really don't like that situation. It's a really bad situation to be in. Because on one hand, I accidentally gave him the angry face, and I don't want to look like a sore loser. I don't want to be that kind of person that gives the angry face. But on the other hand, if I correct it to a good job, I'm congratulating a kill shot, and that's unacceptable. It's like, what do I do? I don't know. Oh, I almost freaking got him. Hi. Oh no. That's fine. Revokers carried me through the back ones and Viper in the 70+. Yeah, that makes sense. Viper or Overdriver could probably do pretty good in the 70+, honestly. Bye-bye. Poke. Really? The game freaking lags. It doesn't register my shot, and then I end up dying without shooting. Alright, this guy is an egg. Poke. Bye-bye. Poke. Yeah, get out here. That's a... Everybody's dead. Normad. Oh, hello. I am Normad. Oh, yeah, well, goodbye. Is it Viper 8s on that? That's not very good. Good job, fellas. Fuck. Stormwreck 10 or Revoker 10? I'd go with Stormwreck. People are saying Stormwreck requires Legendary Reload to be legit. To be like the top meta thing, yeah, it does. But at the same time, it's like I said before. It's like I said last stream, I think. It's like, especially if you're a free-to-play player, which I think most people are. Especially if you're a free-to-play player, you kind of... like, you don't want to go with brawler weapons, right? I have 0 brawlers in my hangar, dude. With the exception of this one kind of sucks. And this, like, technically this one. This is my main hanger. None of these are brawler mechs, right? And the reason none of them are brawler mechs, and I don't want a brawler mech, right? Because like some people put like revokers on their freaking lancer or whatever, which is decent. It has good mods. I've even used it. It's actually not that bad. But the problem pretty quickly arises. You pretty quickly realize that there's a big problem, and that is that you as a free-to-play player have less damage output because you have worse weapons. Generally, you have worse pilots and implants generally, and you probably have worse if no mods, right? In my case, I have no mods, but a lot of people probably have worse mods, if at all. So anybody who spends any amount of money, and I also have worse mechs, right? Like I have a Zephyr. Most people, if they spent like $20 on the game, they probably have a Surge, right? There's no competition. A Surge beats a Zephyr every time. So there's no competition there. So I can't afford to just buy Revoker and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ham on them now. Like, you better watch out. No, you can't freaking do that. You're gonna lose. So I have to. I put Revoker's super strong still, but I put it on Zephyr just to counter certain things if they happen to get really close. Otherwise, I'm using radius. I'm using range on these two. I'm using homing. I'm doing everything that I can to keep from being in their face, because in their face, you're going to lose every time. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people... It's a thing that I think isn't said enough, and a lot of people don't really realize. Is that, like, yeah, you're getting killed by all of these people with Revokers, like you're dying to Revokers and Overdrivers and whatever a lot. That doesn't necessarily mean that the weapons you want to get are Revokers and Overdrivers. That doesn't necessarily mean you want to like double or triple down on those. Like, it's the same, like Stormwreck and Revoker. Both really good weapons, but, you know, especially Revoker. All of my mechs would be way worse if I put Revoker on them. Like, all of these other builds would be way worse if I put Revoker on them. So doubling down on a Revoker just doesn't make sense. It's just like straight up. Should you get Orion shield piercing and surge dash distance? Yeah, probably. I don't know what your hanger looks like, so I don't know if that's necessarily should be the priority for you at the moment, but if you think those are things that you should get, then yeah, go ahead. They're not that expensive. Wait, yeah, I did the thing. So now I can get rid of this piece of crap. I guess I'll put Podgun back. It'll be nice to get the Stormwreck 8s from... It'll be nice to get the Stormwreck 8s from here. I probably will not use them. I'm be straight up. I'm be fully honest. People, you're probably thinking like, oh, Stormwreck's OP. When RuFFles gets the 8s, he's going to use it on X, Y. I'm straight up. I'm probably just not going to use it. I might use it in Hangar Showdown, but that's about it. In fact, let me go to Hangar Showdown and see what I have here. No, all of these builds would probably still be worse. I mean, maybe the Aegis, but arguably I should probably just use like Overdriver on Aegis when I get it. Yeah, no, like just straight up, I probably just won't use it for now until I can get like a legendary reload implant. Then that really changes up the way that you use Stormwreck, and you could use it on a lot of different things and get a lot better results with it. And that turns it into a little bit more of like a brawler-ish weapon. Like Stormwreck on Aegis is a really bad idea if you don't have the reload implant, but if you do have the legendary reload implant, then it can be really, really good. It's like arguably one of the best Aegis builds, right? Galaxy MD, you're going, okay, bye-bye. But yeah, so it's like whether or not I use multiple is pretty entirely dependent on if or when I get that reload implant, which probably will happen at some point. It's just nice to get it. Like, I'll take anything for free. Even if I'm not going to use it, I'll take anything for free, right? And some people don't have the Stormwreck 10 or the 6, probably, maybe. So, you know, getting the 8s is nice. Storm rank really isn't much better than missile rank at lower ranks. Yeah. On your free-to-play, I keep 3,100 8 coins at all time to buy Storm rank reload when it popped up. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I don't want Storm rank reload. I specifically don't want it because it changes the game so much. I feel like a lot of people, and this is an experiment account. That's the way it's always been. And I feel like the majority of people at my SP don't have it, and so I don't want to get it because it changes up the way that you use it a lot, right? It makes such a significant difference that, you know, if I were to make a video using Storm Rack on some specific thing, it's just way different whether you have the implant or not. And so if I made it under the assumption that that you do have the implant, but you end up not having the implant, it's kind of not really helpful. I think I still need ranged kills. Let's go, boys. Rarer is this guy's name. Oh. It's a hefty shield. Stop. They're gonna mortar me. They have mortars. No, please. Ow. Okay, yeah, fair. At that SP, the reload is insane. I mean, any SP, the reload is insane, but yeah. It is a really good one to get. But, I mean, at the same time, like, I don't know. I almost feel like there's more important things to get with your A coins than a reload implant. I guess it depends on where you're at, specifically. Like, at my SP, I have pretty much all the epic stuff. I'm just waiting for a legendary. So for me, getting the reload implant right now would be pretty good. But if I was in, like, Tier 4 or Tier 5, honestly, probably just a better idea to get some of the other mechs, like Orion and whatever. And low. He's not dead. That is really upsetting. Okay, he's cooked. He's cooked. I got him. This guy is annoying. Please, Joel. He's a bad person. You gonna rush me? What you doing, buddy? Let's go. Oh, shotguns. Max shotguns. There's no way that that's a good idea. It's a really interesting idea. There's no way it's a good idea, though. I don't care. I knew there was a guy behind me. Bro, what is that? That's crap. That's insane. Oh, we don't. Yo, wait, what? I didn't realize there were 3 of them. I thought there was only 2. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't die, actually. Yeah, okay. This is why you don't use blockade, guys. There's so many people buying blockades. It's not even good, dude. Oh, guy spamming. Yeah, okay, hold on. I'll take care of him. I really need Nightbot to take care of that, but it doesn't let me. Like, there's no setting for it. Probably have to add, like, a separate bot for that, which is annoying. Timeout 30 minutes, yeah. I'm expecting the devs to keep legendaries expensive to keep them premium so that people will still buy them with money. Well, they're gonna be expensive. You think they're gonna keep them at 9,000? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're gonna reduce it by like 30%, so they're gonna end up being like 6,000. Currently, yeah, a little over 9. So I think they're gonna be like 6,000, maybe 6,500. Still really expensive. Nobody in their right mind would save up that money A-coins if they could just buy it for $5, right? It's still expensive enough to where people are not going to want to save up that much, but I think that they will. I think that they will reduce the price by some. You have a follower who followed me because I follow you. I will never watch his videos ever. What? What does that even mean? Did you use the tokens? No. No. I have only one. I kind of want to. I want to get all 5 of them, and then I'll spin all 5 of them. Spinning only one at a time is kind of meh. 20 kills from behind. I only need to finish these 2, and then 25. Yeah, that's not bad, bro. I can get that. I can get that. It's no big deal. 'Tis of no concern. Who? This guy. I haven't invited this guy. I'll invite this guy if somebody doesn't join. Why don't I use Seeker? Yeah, that's an excellent question. I really should. A Seeker would be pretty good on this account. I guess the question is, do you wanna give me the A-coins to buy Seeker? Seeker doesn't cost A-coins. What I'm trying to say is, this is a free-to-play account, and I clearly don't own Seeker. What should one do? Buy Podgun 10 and upgrade it, or Graviton 10 and upgrade it for Panther? For Panther specifically, I think Graviton's better. But Overdriver and Podgun are going to be a little bit more sustainable, you could say. I'd say the best of the 3 is Overdriver 10. Because that's something that's, like, relatively meta. A lot of competitive people... No, not most of them, but there's a decent chunk of competitive people who use Overdrivers. It's basically a minigun substitute, and you could use that on whatever mech you want. Maybe like Eclipse or something, right? Graviton is better for Panther. Like, don't get me wrong. Between Overdriver and Graviton Panther, Graviton is better. But in terms of, like, long-term viability, the Overdriver 10s are just going to be a better weapon than the Graviton 10s. So, probably Graviton's a better idea. I got you. There was 0 chance you were ever killing that. Oh, really? I freaking missed, bro. Okay. You got that? Okay. We're fine. Orion PTSD is real? Wait, what? What are you guys hearing? I want ranged kills, so I'm gonna actually back up here. Oh, hi. Nice. It's actually a decent that's actually a decent number of ranged kills right there. There we go. There we go. He's 11. That's 11 total. I don't think I got 11 ranged ones. I probably got like 2 or 3 that weren't ranged. But I think the majority of them were. Considering replacing my Graviton 10s on my Panther with Overdriver 10s, I'm at 5k SP and Graviton seem to be falling off for you. Yeah. You could. You could. I don't think Overdriver is a good weapon for Panther overall, though. I would mostly only buy Overdriver 10, because like you have to buy it and then you have to duplicate it, right? If you're going to get the 10s, I would really only do that if you'd be using it on a different mech. Because the thing with Overdriver is that the projectile speed's kind of low. The mechanics are good, right? But the projectile speed's kind of low, which makes it really, really difficult to hit things at range. Which means if you're using Overdriver on Panther, that forces your Panther to be way more aggro than it should be. You should be as far back as you possibly can with Panther. Like, as far back as you possibly can. And, yeah, so if you're using a weapon that forces you to get a little closer, that's just bad. That's just ineffective. So, I mean, getting, like, Overdriver 8s... My man, I'm going to time you out for 24 hours just so he's not on the stream again. I don't like to ban people. Like, I don't like banning people. I know a lot of these spammers are just kids. They don't know any better. I'll time them out for 24 hours just to guarantee that they're not going to join the stream. Like it's essentially banning them for the duration of the stream. I don't like permanently banning people, though. I don't know, maybe I should. Any legendary weapon in tier 4 worth buying? Stormrack and Revoker. I'd get Stormrack first, though. Which one did you ban? There was one guy that I banned, but that was because he was being a pain. So there was a guy who kept spam DMing me in game because I had him friended, and and this has been going on for like a week, by the way. He just like constantly invites me to battles, and then I'm like, and then he's like, bro, please join, and I'm like, no, I don't want to, and he's like, why? And then he just like keeps spam DMing me, and he was doing that right before the stream. It was really annoying. And so I unfriended him. Well, I told him to stop at one point, and he said that he wasn't going to stop. So I unfriended him, and then he showed up in the live chat, and he was like, I'm this guy that you unfriended. I'm unsubscribing. So I'm like, okay. And so I just banned him. Just out of principle. I don't think he would have come back anyway, but just out of principle, you know? It was being annoying. Did I get the new mech? This one? Yeah. That spammer came with another account. He wants to badly send a request. No, I don't think it's the same guy. Pineapple, hello, how are you? Did you eat any tasty things for brekkie? I do not eat breakfast most of the time. In fact, most days I only eat one meal. Which, like, probably isn't a great idea, but it's true. You ended up getting nothing good from the pretzel tokens? I mean, obviously. Dude, did you check the drop rates? These are horrible drop rates, dude. You're not going to get anything good. The whole point is that you'll get all of the tokens for this event over time. So the only way to get the good stuff is to make sure that you keep up with all the events and get all the tokens. Because if you miss one of the tokens, then you're going to miss one of the good things. It was a necessary decision. Showing no mercy is often the best option. That's crazy. Look, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, like, if you, like, apologize for spam DMing or something like that. I don't know. Look at the chat for 5 minutes. What do you think I've been doing? With this chat? No, I'm not looking. I'm not checking global chat. You just better than Redeemer, no question. Yeah, guaranteed. Let's see. I almost have 2,000, so I will do stop. How many Acorns will the event tokens give you? None. You're not. They don't compensate you with Acorns. Man, and it wouldn't matter anyway, dude. Everybody they look at the event tokens, and if they get a couple for free, they start like freaking. They start freaking fantasizing about making absolute bank on freaking event token exchanges. You're never going to make a good number of A-coins from that. Like, literally ever. It's not going to happen. The most I've ever seen for one token is 20 A-coins, but most of the time you're not even going to get that. Like, you could say, even if it did, those tokens, the ones that you get for free, those tokens don't give you, they don't exchange for A-coins, but even if they did, you could save all of them, and it would probably not even give you 1,000 A-coins in exchange. So it's just, it's not worth it. You should just spend them, dude. Oh, excuse me, my right click is stuck. I was not trying to fire either of those last two. Freaking nerd. Mech tech, okay. Ha, that's not good. I am sorry. I have to... Shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him. Yes, okay. Woo! Atto, much appreciated. Thank you. Much appreciated. Can you break his shield? Nice. Yeah, fun fact with the Orion Hunter's Mark. The shield piercing only... Bye. The shield piercing only applies to the Orion itself. So if you mark somebody... It's going to teleport me. If you mark somebody, your teammates do not get the shield piercing. They get the extra damage. They get all the extra damage, but they do not get the shield piercing. So, yeah, if somebody has, like, mods and they get marked by somebody else, don't bother shooting at them. Here we go. Oh, I should have done the Lancer, actually, now that I think about it. Because I need back kills. Ooh, bro, what the... The game is a lot more laggy than it used to be. Go away, stupid landmines. Oh, nice, thanks. That's it. He's right behind you. Yeah, what a freaking nerd. What a freaking... I'm probably cooked regardless of what I do. Oh, I was gonna try to kill him on something. Dual Graviton 10 worth it? At this point, probably not. It's probably a better idea to get over Graviton. Like I said, I think it's worse on Panther specifically, but it's much better just overall long term. It's a weapon that you'll use a lot longer than Graviton. Macarena is so unfair with returning players. Why new players get all the good stuff? What do you mean? Oh, with like the promo codes and whatever? I think they do that because I think, for one thing, they're trying to encourage... like you'd think that they're trying to encourage people. They're trying to encourage new players, or they're trying to give new players a good experience. But like, where have you heard of those things from? Like new player promo codes or new player download links. Where have you gotten it? Did you hear about those from some channel that was sponsored by Mech Arena? No. No, you heard it from a Mech Arena YouTuber. So realistically, it's just for people to create alt accounts. I think that a large part of the reason why there's so many new player download links and promo codes is to encourage people to make new accounts, to make alt accounts, and which artificially inflates the number of players. It makes the game look like there's more active players than there actually are. That's what I think is happening. You invested in double Storm Rack 10s? Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to do that at some point, right? Oh, workshop. Okay, look. Dude. I checked. I don't know what happened. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you got kicked somehow. So when you go to my Discord link in the description, don't press on it. Don't click it. I assume you're on mobile. What's been happening, I think, a few times is, I think certain mobile devices or something, you have to long press on the link, and then it'll show up. It'll bring up these options. One of the options is open in browser. You want to do that. You want to open it in browser. Otherwise, I think for whatever reason the link just doesn't work sometimes. And I've had people have that issue before. You just downloaded Mech Arena using Creator Link, got Aegis with Minigun 8 on an alt. What did I tell you? You don't hear about those from sponsored videos. The only people who know about those stupid things, which I think are really bad for the game. I really hate it when people just keep creating alts with these broken download links. Freaking annoying. I will never use those. But yeah, who knows about those links? It's people who already play Mech Arena. It's literally a ploy. They're just dangling something shiny in front of your face to get you to make a new alt account. Because whenever you make a new alt account, the game store, the like Apple Store, Google Play Store, whatever, it considers that as, oh, there's a new player now. That's one new player that joined the game. No, it's not. It's just you with an alt account. And so they'll continue making new ones. And maybe it'll mess up your matchmaking to a point where, you know, you're willing to download the next one. All they have to do is just promise you something a little bit shinier every time. Returning players can use mods when they don't have rank 6 mechs. That's true. It's actually a really good point. Returning players have a massive... If you have any type of, you know, XP, it's like you gotta have like 30,000 XP or something like that, which is not much at all. But returning players have a massive advantage in that regard. That is very true. Red dude, trampolinus, time vault. I think. There's now Aegis and Minigun 8 link. Yeah, apparently. Heard that a while ago. Not all returning players have mod advantage. Well, if your account's like really, really new, yeah. Like if you made your account like, I guess at this point it's like almost a year ago. So if you made your account like a year ago, then it might have already happened. That was a dumb change overall, but It is a benefit that some some returning players get, regardless, right? You did it, didn't work? Alright, well, I don't know what the problem is. Because I checked through, like, the mod logs on my Discord, and it didn't show you ever getting banned. I think I even checked the people that I had, like, blocked on Discord, and yeah, I didn't see you. So I don't know what the problem is. You checked your... I know, like, I've seen that. That is what I checked. It doesn't show up. I looked through the people who I've banned. I looked through the people I've blocked, just in general. I did not see anybody with that name. At this point, I'll be honest, at this point, I would say just make a new Discord account, dude. Because I have no idea what's going on. And it's not worth going back and forth trying to figure it out. Hello. Cheetah friend, don't poop on me. Okay, you guys got that right. Yeah. Go on, go down. Go down. Go. I almost stepped on that. That probably would have killed me, actually. It probably would have. Ragnar's turret almost killed me. Oh. I'll let you kill him. Oh, he's Helix Rag. It's a Helix Racket you just bought. It's just like doing donuts. It's like, what? What am I supposed to do? Miniguns are just so good up close. They're good up close because their spread's really bad. But they're still worse than Revoker up close, right? And that's the reason that the minigun recoil implant is the most important implant, because it means that you can get that same really high damage output, but you can get it from a lot further away. Otherwise, you know, you have to be like 30 meters, which is when inside Revoker range, and Revoker's going to out DPS anything, including minigun. Is Railgun still good, or EM Rifles better? I mean, Railgun on Orion, like no sniper, like both of them are pretty bad unless you're using it on Orion, but I think Railgun's probably better. Okay, look, dude, Workshop, bro, I see what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is that I checked to see who I banned, and I did not see you. So at that point, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, I really don't know of anything that I could do at that point. So, like, honestly, if you really want back in, I'd just make a different Discord account, I guess. Can I add you back? I removed you a while back because you didn't log in on for 3 days. Nah, I don't think I've ever removed anybody who didn't log in for 3 days. It was a week at least. Maybe 5 days. It was probably a week, but it was 5 days at very least. I don't think I've ever unfriended somebody for being offline for only 3 days. What's your in-game name? Did you send me a request? Which weapons do I recommend to use on High Energy Guardian? You really shouldn't have a High Energy Guardian, but if you're gonna use it, probably something kind of passive, like Helix Rack or something. Nade Launcher, maybe. You already created a new account and it said I was still banned. Okay, so that's an issue on your end. It has nothing to do with me. So what that means is that your I don't know, maybe Discord thinks you're underage or something. I don't know. Or there's some setting. Like, I don't know how old you are, but like if maybe your parents did something and restricted your access to Discord or something like that. But no, yeah, that makes sense. It has nothing to do with me. I literally, like, I can't ban you based on your device IP, right? There's literally nothing I could do. If you created a brand new account and you're already banned, then it's 100% an issue on your end. I don't know what the issue is, but it's definitely an issue on your end, and it's nothing to do with me. You put Railgun on Sentinel? That's a bad idea, but okay. Wish Plarium would give 1/10 the sponsor money they put into Mech Arena. Yeah, true. They went crazy with the sponsors at one point, but then they just kind of stopped. But then again, like, let's be real. Like, what is it that's killing the game, if anything? It's the lack of new players. But more sponsors just means, like, sponsorships, people are just going to get mad at anyone who takes a sponsorship. They're going to be like, bro, this game sucks. So at the end of the day, like, the thing that they really need to do is not promote the game more or make it easier for early game people or do X, Y, or Z. They need to fix all these problems that I mentioned before. All these problems with the especially really, really new players. They're up against, like, insane odds. They have really, really bad experience. And they need to fix that before anything else. There's not even a point in promoting the game before that happens. I can't use same phone number when making a new Discord account and still not be banned. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all can figure it out, but it has nothing to do with me, I don't think, so. Yeah. Good luck, I guess. Railgun on Lancer is best for camping on cheeky spots. I full disagree, but okay. Free to have your opinion. I think if you're anything above like 3,000 squad power, you should not be using railguns on anything except for Orion. Like, you can get half decent results, but it's not that good. Come on, I didn't want to waste a shot. Okay, now he shows up. I didn't want to waste a shot on that guy with 1 HP. Can I send you invite? No. Oh, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Goodbye. Ah! Okay. Discord IT support livestream, bro. Might have gotten him from behind. They should live stream and drop promo codes in live chat. Well, okay. Look, I know that you're only saying that because it would result in more promo codes. Let's be real. You'd advocate for anything that would result in more promo codes. So would I, to be fair. Well, I wish they did it more consistently, you know? Wish there was like a every month there's a promo code. So it's something for people to kind of look forward to. Is Disruptor 12 good? No. For tier stars, no. In terms of if you just want tier stars, then your only concern is getting it as cheap as possible. And the lower tier you go, even before the repricing, it's just more cost effective. You spend less per star by just buying lower grade stuff. So like Javelin Rack frickin' 16 or Helix Rack 16 or any, whatever random epic thing is going to cost a lot less per star. Otherwise, it's like almost... we can check pretty easily, right? So like mechs are always going to cost the most. Like, 5 stars, 750,000 essentially. So that's like 15,000 or 150,000 per star. Whereas you can spend less than 150,000 and get 4 stars if you just buy like Fusion Cannon, right? So in terms of progression, legendary stuff is the absolute worst. The absolute worst for progression. It's going to perform the best, right? So you want to get them in terms of performance. You want to get them so that you have good stuff to use, but if it's just for progression, do not get legendary stuff. 25 mechs from 70. Yeah, literally 3 extra ranged kills. That's not bad. Do you invite people over 5 KSP? Not usually, no. When I watched your video for the first time, I thought you were someone who played games with cracked voice and death stare to the camera. Okay. Were you right? Like, is that what happens? You could buy Missile Rack 16 for progression. Isn't that A coins? Isn't that A coins? You have a 4K account, but I'm not in the game while watching YouTube. Yeah, fair enough. Get LeBron to promote them. Well, again, like I said, it's not a promotion issue. It's the people who download the game don't stick around issue, right? Because let's say they spend a lot of money on sponsorships and they promote it doing X, Y, Z. If the early game sucks, if it sucks balls, which I think it does, if the early game sucks, then promotion means that you're going to get a lot of people who join the game, they decide that it sucks, and they decide to quit. So you'll have a surge of players for a little while. Some of them will stick around, but most of them won't, and a lot of them will be mad at the people who took the sponsorship deal. They're going to be like, bro, why did you promote this thing? This thing sucks. Right? And so at the end of the day, it's literally not even a promotion thing. It's literally just the early game sucks and the devs need to fix that. You know how many people from, let's say, War Robots would gladly play this game if it had a better early game experience? I think people want to like Mech Arena. They just, like, if it sucks, then it sucks, right? Like, it's not a lot you can do about that. What do I have? Yeah, I still need 3 more. The problem is, I think what I want to do is, like... I need 70 meters, dude. Oh. Ah, stop. There's one. It's really difficult to... On this map, it's really difficult to get people at range. Maybe this guy... Oh. No, I'm cooked probably, yeah. Whatever, I'll play another one. Here for more robots? I mean, same, technically. Like, I quit War Robots, I got sick of it, and literally the only reason I play this game is because I was specifically looking for a game to replace War Robots. I was like, certainly there's gotta be one out there that's basically the same thing but better. Surprisingly, that's actually not the case. Surprisingly not. There's an incredible lack of good mobile mech games. There's like what's the one? Battle of Titans is the one that people keep referring to in terms of like good ones, but yeah, I think they ended up losing a lot of money because they went a little bit too free to play friendly. Which is it's a crazy story, right? Like, you always, like, obviously being more free to play friendly is great because you think, oh, you know, it draws in more players and X, Y, and Z, but it's like if you go too far with it, you end up just you're not making a profit anymore, and all of a sudden the game just kind of dies. The Orion Mark's transferring like crazy, yeah. It's like Call of Duty, but with mechs. I like it. This War Robots is a little slow. Yeah. I kind of prefer a slightly slower pace because I'm more of like a chill or like more relaxed type of person. I'm not the sort of person that's like wants to be like super intense gameplay all the time or whatever, right? I don't really play like battle royale type games or anything like that. But yeah, I can understand the appeal of Mech Arena over War Robots. There's a lot of things that Mech Arena does better than War Robots, but I think the main problem is that A, the early game sucks really bad, and B, there's really not that many players who play this game. Like, we just played against a full lobby of bots, right? For like the, I don't know, 6th or 7th time this stream, easily. So it's like there's a lot of matches that you'll play just full bot matches, and that's pretty lame, right? Like, nobody really wants that. Nobody really wants that. Especially if you're dropping any type of money into it. What do I think about Armor Attack? I think Armor Attack is I think it's slower than War Robots. And I don't know. I've heard there was some issues with it recently. They did some really bad changes. I think they went a little bit more, I don't want to say pay to win, but they went a little bit more money grab route, which, like, they need to make money. I understand some monetization. There was an issue with that. I think they kind of made up. I think they kind of fixed it because there was like if I'm not mistaken, something happened with like a different currency. Some of the currencies, right? And then they ended up essentially converting one currency into like a different currency, and the conversion was like really, really bad, and people were really mad about it. But I think they made it up, and I think that they're doing okay now. The only reason that I don't play it... Oh, Sanji, thank you. So the only reason I don't play Armor Attack is because it's not on PC, it's only on mobile. There is a PC version technically, but like every time they update the game, I'd have to like go to like they give it to like certain content creators. There's like a PC version that's like not publicly available, but like if you're a content creator for the game and you ask for it, then they'll give it to you, I think. Which I've gotten a couple times, but it's just a pain in the butt to keep downloading some different thing, and yeah. I didn't like super love it the last time I played it, but it's okay. It's not bad. War Robots got the most stiff mechs. That's really true. The movement looks really bad. I will say that. I like the graphics of War Robots, but the movement is pretty darn stiff. Trying to figure out who I've invited the least number of times. I don't know. Phantom. Whoops. I was gonna invite Time Ball. You kind of prefer Mech Arena's art style? After the redesign, I don't mind it as much, but yeah, no, I'm a little bit more partial to the slightly more realistic type thing. I just think those types. I just think it's a nice art style for mechs. That's all. I should have just stuck with 2 people instead of freaking inviting a full lobby. We're just gonna get bots now. Will there be enough tokens to get everything in the crate rush? I think so. That's what they were saying on Facebook. Hey, let's go. We got people anyway. I think it's a 5v3 potentially. I'm gonna go Panther actually. Yep, they got 2 bots. That is unfortunate for them. Hi. Alright. This is a good one to... Oh, you got it, you got it, you got it. I'll cover you as soon as that goes down. Got you, buddy. Jake Stonky. What the flip is that? Nah, he's fine. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's a secret on me. There's a secret on me, please. Please. He's got repeaters. He's so... Bruh. It's your fault for using repeater. Don't be mad at me. Bro comes flying with freaking repeater seeker. Okay, I am a Panther, so it definitely could have killed me. If I didn't put my barrier up when I did, I definitely would have died. But still, like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Repeater's got negative DPS. You have DPS for a grand total of half a second, and then all of your damage output's gone. He has some time to get his due since both of his accounts are timed out. Thank you, son. Bro, you need to chill, dude. It is not that... It literally cannot be that important. I swear, dude. I don't know what happened, because... Pretty sure I did have him friended at one point. I probably unfriended him. In fact, that sounds kind of familiar. Like, I definitely recognize his name. Oh, okay, well, that's wrong. I definitely recognize his name. If I unfriended you, then, I'm sorry, but yeah. I'm not gonna go back on it now. Do I have the... Oh, I do have those kills. Nice. I just wanted to make sure I got the 70-meter kills. So I can do whatever at this point. It's a chunk. Oh. The new paint jobs are very dull in Mech Arena now. Yeah, a lot of the mechs don't have really, like... They have very, like, dull, like, finishes, right? So, like, this one's very vibrant. This one's got, like, really vibrant, like, paint. But, like, Aegis, for example, right? Like, that's really, it's just really dulled out. Personally, I think it looks cool, but I understand what you're talking about. Three more tokens. Let's freaking go. Panther thing. Oh, I'm actually close to this now. Alright, fellas. We're gonna do the do's on the thingy thing. I already got pod gun 8, so that's nice. We got like... we got like 0.1% chance of getting something good. It's not gonna happen, but it's okay. We'll see what we get anyway. Oh, imagine we got that first freaking spin. That would have been crazy. Still here? Hey, let's go. Okay, now that's on purpose, alright? Look. I ain't buying it. They're trying to trick me. They're like, you want to spend some acorns on these, don't you? No, I don't. You stupid little piece of crap. I want to spend nothing. They're teasing you, bro. I know, it's got to be on purpose. Twice in a row is ridiculous. Alright, this last one. I could use these credits anyway. Oh, I take the 15. Oh. I could use these credits, ain't gonna lie. So I made a poll. I was like, which one should I go for? Overdriver 8 or Chungus? And a lot of people are saying Overdriver 8. So I probably will get that soon. Not on stream. Not this stream. That's not the point of this stream. And I like to save that for when I actually make a video. But... yeah, but then that means I have to save up for Brick House all over freaking over again. Imagine you need to buy the last tokens? Yeah, I don't know. Well, like, of course, it seemed like they posted something on Facebook, I guess. Somebody was saying that they posted something on Facebook, and it, like, heavily implied that you get all of the tokens for free. And that's the only reason that I'm saying that, right? Because otherwise it's, like, kind of up in the air. But... I'll probably ask them. I'll probably ask them directly. I'll be like, hey, are we guaranteed getting all of the tokens for free for this event? And I will see what they say. But they have weekends off. So even if I send them a message like right now, they're not gonna get back to me until like Monday. So yeah, it's not gonna be a while until I know for sure, but I'll probably ask just in case. You ever play Battlezone on PSP? No, I have not. It was the original Mech game, he says. What will Chungus even replace in your hangar? Yeah, that's an excellent question. I'm not sure. I am not certain. Maybe the Panther. Probably either like the Panther or the Aegis, depending on. I'll probably have like multiple presets. One with a Panther, one with an Aegis. Because like Panther's really good for some maps and then really bad in other maps, and then the same thing kind of goes with Aegis, right? It seems less likely to me that they'll give all the tokens. Well, I mean, they pretty much said that they're going to give all of them, so... yeah, they said highly likely. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't just say a straight yes or no, but I'll try to get a straight yes or no out of them. You're skipping the Onyx event, crate? Yeah, I probably would. I mean, it's a good deal if you really want Onyx, but Onyx is like not... it's not a great mech, so it's kind of no point. Red Schneebertron Time Vault Ezio. Would I accept off stream? No, I don't really accept friend requests anymore because my friends list is always full. I get like 20 friend requests a day. It's physically not possible for me to accept all of them. I might just do like, try some Panther things, maybe finish that achievement. I don't know which achievement. Don't ask anything about Killshot, it's garbage. Yeah, that's correct. Hold on. I'll get you there. There you go. Hanger reviews from Discord. Maybe. Oh no. I almost freaking died, bro. The last time I did that, okay, so what's interesting is like, maybe it's not really interesting. The problem, the issue, I suppose you could say, is so like there's this group of people that want me to do hanger reviews, right? Some whatever number of people. When I put that at the end of videos a couple times, and I'll probably continue doing that, just not for certain videos, not for. It's the same thing with like. Okay, bye. It's the same thing with like Acoin giveaways. I don't put my monthly giveaway, like when I make a monthly giveaway video, whatever. I always make sure not to make it a video that people are gonna probably want to come back to, like, you know, months later. Because otherwise people, like, they see it and then they don't realize that the giveaways ended, like, freaking 2 years ago or something like that. So I just to avoid confusion, I try to make sure that those videos are less... are a little more specific, right? And the same thing kind of goes with those, with the hanger review things at the end. But, like, I've noticed that a lot of people end up leaving when, like, when I do the hanger review in the video, or even when I did it on stream the other time. I have a lot less viewers on stream during hanger reviews, and a lot of people, like, if you watch the retention graph for like my videos, if you look at the retention graph, there's a noticeable dip where the hanger review thing starts. So there's a good chunk of people who just straight up aren't interested in that. I think a lot of people just want to see gameplay. And that's fine. But then at that point, it's like, okay, well, how often do I do it? When do I do it? And how often do I, like, how should I do it? Like, how do I do it in a way that's, like, interesting? And how often should I do it? So I'm kind of trying to think of that. I have a couple ideas for how to make it potentially more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. You never acquired Killshot. Good, bro. Good. You've watched my videos since I started. What was the first video you watched? Do you remember? I feel like if you were to ask me what was the first video I watched for any random channel, I probably couldn't tell you. Probably would not remember. Folks will watch their own hanger review. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Is everyone wants it for them. But if it's not their own hanger, then they won't watch it, which means that in general, it's basically guaranteed that I get, like, basically no views on whatever hanger review type thing I do. And I'm okay still doing it, right? I think it's helpful, and, you know, so long as I have a decent way of doing it effectively, then I'm okay doing it. But again, it's like, you know, how often do I do it? If I know that if I know that it's not going to really be beneficial for me, how often do I do it? Nice, thank you, Chungus Boost. Oh no, I'm probably cooked. Okay. Are you not afraid or Killshot? Occult, screw Killshot. Yeah. I don't know what the first part of that meant, but yeah. Let's get a little bit of homing on that. I kind of had a couple of those, but most of them missed. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore the bots. I'll just go for that guy. Dome it. Thanks. It's right there. Yeah, he's so freaking dead, bro. He's so dead. Get out of here, nerd. There's guys behind us. There's guys behind us. We can't be... Guys, this happens every time. This happens every time. Everyone goes full bloodlust mode on their home spawn, and then they ignore... They ignore everyone that's moving right behind them. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, hi. Now you're fine. I'm glad I didn't go with the Zephyr. Hemlock. No, I knew he'd stun me, but I figured I could kill him anyway. Nice, I got the other guy too. Double stasis beam on Redox, yeah, super OP, for sure. I got you. Quantum gun. Arch Twains. Do they got two? No, they don't got two. This is... Oh, man. Viper 8s are crazy right now, dude. 50% damage modifier on those things. That's insane. Has a lot of freaking damage. There's this guy. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. What do we have here? I'm gonna wait. Oh, never mind. Go for it. Oh, you EMP'd a little too quick. Yeah, I could probably just kill him. Hi. If you're at the enemy spawn point after a hangar showdown match, you can see which mechs they pick for the next round. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Mech Arena Mayor is live right now and has 5 watching. You have so many more because you're a better YouTuber. That's crazy. No, I think the main reason he only has 5 viewers is because he's not actually live streaming. If you were to actually watch it, which don't ask how I know this or why I know this. I shouldn't know this. But if you were to actually watch it, you'll notice that it's actually just like a 2-hour gameplay on loop. And he has that on loop for like 24 hours. He's not there. He's not in the chat. He's not actually live. It's just pre-recorded. It's like 2 hours of pre-recorded gameplay on loop for like a stupidly long time. And he does that every time there's a new promo code. And he makes his chat members only. And tries to get people to give him money so that they can find out what the new promo code is or whatever. Well, no, I think maybe he just tells. I think he just says what the promo code is. I don't think he does. But his chat is members only. I don't really know why. Am I going to do hangar reviews today? No, probably not. Can we still submit our hangars for future reviewing? Yeah. So in Discord, I will still use those, right? Like there's that section for the hangar review thing on Discord. I will still use that. I have an idea for potentially a video that I could do with that. I want to experiment with it. I know that doing hangar reviews on stream, everyone likes it when it's their hangar, but when it's not their hangar, they just leave, right? And so what ends up happening is my viewers go, like, it freaking tanks my viewers, right? So, like, right now, I have 83 people. I think when I was doing hangar reviews, it was like 50 people, which is pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So, yeah. Doing... I'll probably do it at some point again on stream, but I don't necessarily think I want to do it all the time, right? Excuse me. You enjoy watching Hanger Showdown videos. Those are fun. Interesting. Yeah, I have to think about, like, different ways of, like, making it. Because, like, I don't want to just make a random gameplay video. Right? When I make a video, it's like it has to have somewhat specific topic. So I have to think about, like, okay, what kind of topics could I have? Right? Like, what could I be doing? Maybe I could be, you know, using Silverthorn, like when I'm, you know, in the Silverthorn video. Which is doing pretty bad, by the way, but I think part of that is because my thumbnail is kind of crap. But the Silverthorn video, I used it in Hanger Showdown as well, right? It's a nice, like, it's a nice reason to play that. But, like, otherwise, it's like, what am I doing? Just playing Hanger Showdown, just kind of for no reason, just making a video. I don't know. I've been a lot more specific with my video ideas lately, and I think it helps. I think it's a good idea. Oh, nice. Somebody else marked him. Was not prepared for that. I'm going for it. I'm freaking going for it. Oh no. He does have missile racks, so it doesn't really matter that much. There's this guy though. Ow! Please stop! Please stop! Could be wrong. Really? I got an assist for that? How does that work? Oh, I didn't even realize you healed me up. Thanks. There's that guy back there. That's kind of a problem. I'm gonna go for... Hello. Oh, the Chungus is cooked. I, too, am cooked. Okay, yeah. I saw those Gemini rockets flying at me. Zero chance. Let's go with this. I'm going to worry. Ouch, 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 ouch. What the? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. Fine. Fine. I don't want to live anyway. This guy's coming down. Embergon Arachnos. Build of champions. Stop. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Why is everybody in Aegis? Oh, you also are in Aegis. I am also in Aegis. Come on. He's like, please, I don't have a reload input. You hate this map? I don't mind it. I don't know what the problem is. Some people really, really don't like it. I'm not really sure what the issue is. It's not my favorite by any means, but I don't think it's bad. Stop it. Yeah. Getting distracted by Shadow is just... You're just not distracted. Destroyed by Shadow is just embarrassing. Well, hold on. Viper 6 damage, 50%. Look. That's the only reason. We're gonna say that that's the only reason I died. I don't think I would have died. And he may or may not have... I may or may not have been inside that Aegis Dome anyway. I don't think he should have killed me, but whatever. Bro, what is that? Are you making a hanger, or is that your Tinker hanger? What is that? It's so annoying to switch auto aim on mobile mid game. Yeah, that's what you probably should, like, just use the manual aim. That's what I think. Like, there's not really a lot of reason to swap mid game. I don't think. Did you realize it's already been 9 months since the conception of the free-to-play account? Yeah. Yeah, I made it in January. It's crazy. It's been almost a year. You have Disc Launcher on Shadow, and Nose has 30% boost. Yeah. Yeah, I have Gravitons on my Panther, but I probably should put the Viper 8s. Because with 50% damage modifier, it's essentially Viper 12s. It's way better. How many credits do I have? Plenty. I have enough to buy Overdriver 8. Which I probably will do. Just not. Yo, wait. Didn't he have like a 1000 SP hanger though? Or is this somebody else? I missed most of those. Smoky McPot. Yeah. It's Joshua. It's Joshua. Freaking get him. No. I know you think you're cool. You think you're cool, but in actuality, you're just a kill shot freaking nerd. And that's it. Get out. Yep. Not in my match. Jesus, scares me, dude. I have a mod. Wait. Did he or did he not very blatantly hit me with that, though? But it didn't count as damage. I don't know why. Can someone deal with this guy? I'm sorry, I can't. Never mind. I gotta just take it back, thanks. Or don't take it back? Okay, I'll take it back. Everybody's a Lancer right now. Right, well. One less now, but... Almost everyone's a Lancer. Oh my goodness, dude, the lag is so annoying. I got really lucky, though. The bot didn't go inside of his dome. So I can kill him now. Which is nice, but we still need to get that beacon back. He's back there. Nah, I think I'll be fine. I'll probably go grab the beacon. Without much issue. Because what does he have? A snooper pilot? Snooper? Bloop. Don't, guys! Okay, look. You have to wait him out. You have to wait him out. Never mind, you got him. I feel like you were really close to waiting him out, though. You really should have. Smoky Milk Pot. That is a Volty. That is a Volty. I'm not gonna die here. But I will almost die here. It's probably not even worth... I don't think I can survive that. Don't worry, dude. Oh. Okay. Well, that's not great. Where did they go? Ooh. Hi. You know, I just spawned with the first thing I could get my hands on. I should have gone with something else, but I was in a rush. Okay, look. Pretty cool. Scape had too much lunch. Yeah, Scape had enough lunch for the two of us. That's why I don't eat lunch. But what is this? Go away. Ain't nobody got time for Ember Gun 12 and Helix Rack 12. Bruh. GG. Am I planning to get Legendary Stormwreck Reload anytime soon? I mean, I don't have the A coins for it, even if I wanted it. Do I plan on saving up the A coins in order to buy it? I don't know. I don't really want to. I don't really want to because I think it, I don't know. I think it changes stuff a little too much. I would prefer... It's kind of like the same thing with, like, you know, buying Surge and Eclipse, right? Like, a lot of people have them, but a lot of people don't have them, and, like, the main thing that people... I think, like, the main issue that people have is that they don't have it, right? So it's like, you know, what do you do with Stormwreck when you don't have the reload implant? What do you do against X, Y, and Z when you don't have Surge and Eclipse? Like, it's easy to be like, if there's some so-and-so on the field, I spawn my Surge to counter. Like, it's easy to say that. Or the same thing with, like, Eclipse, right? Because those two mechs counter by themselves, basically counter everything in the game. So it's easy to just say, like, oh yeah, I spawn my Surge for whatever. But, like, what do you do realistically? What do you do when you don't have those? And I think that's what people need the most help with, and that's why I kind of don't want to get them. Because otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose of really, you know, being helpful. It's, like, not that helpful. And I think it's kind of similar with Stormwreck Reload, where it's like, yeah, it's easy. You can use Stormwreck on literally, and I'm not even joking, literally any mech. Stormwreck is like a top 3 weapon for every single mech in the game if you have the reload implant. But if you don't, then all of a sudden, there's precious few things that you should probably use it on. Like, a lot of people have Stormwreck Aegis, not really a good idea. I mean, it can work. Like, if you're just in tier 5, then yeah, it's gonna be strong, because Aegis is just stupidly strong when you first get it. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, all of a sudden, it becomes a lot less of a... It becomes a lot more complicated. Yeah. Who wins Surge or Eclipse? Like, in a 1v1? It's complete toss-up. Neither of their abilities affect the other. So, like, Eclipse doesn't have an advantage over Surge. And Surge doesn't have an advantage over Eclipse. Am I gonna stay relatively weak? No, not forever. At some point, I'm going to get Surge and Eclipse and do X, Y, and Z with it, right? That's gonna take a long time, but at some point, I'm gonna do that. And I kind of want to as well. Like, at some point, I want to be able to use these things, like, you know, legendary mechs at rank 5 or whatever. And there's certain videos I could make on that as well. That's not a bad idea, but I think I'm not in a rush is essentially what I'm saying, right? Like, at some point, unless I'm just going to sit here and let my A-coins stockpile for like a billion years, like, at some point I'm going to get it. So, yeah, but I think people really want me to rush for them. I don't want to rush for them. Some people, not everybody, but some people really want me to speedrun Surge and Eclipse, speedrun getting Surge and Eclipse. Like, yeah, that's probably what you should do, but again, for like the billionth time, this is an experiment account. This is not this never was supposed to simulate what I would recommend doing. From the very start, the first thing I said when I made the account was, I don't plan on following my free-to-play Gear Hub guide to a T. The whole point is to experiment with stuff. Try different things, see if they're good, which I have done, right? The Lancer's been really good. Rank 4 Ares is honestly not even bad. I thought that would have been a really bad idea, but it's really not. Viper is a lot better than I thought it was. And there's, there's a couple other things as well. So it's like, I need to be able to experiment with this stuff, because otherwise I'm just guessing. And if I'm just guessing, then I'm gonna be wrong about certain things. I also gave Disk Launcher too much credit, I think. I gave Disk Launcher too much credit and Podgun not enough credit. So there are a couple other things that I just kind of generally... got those things wrong in my initial Gear Hub guide. And that's why I made the updated version. Show that Hangar Showdown trick live. I want a practical. For what? The death screen? I already played my Hangar Showdown. I'm not spending 8 coins to do it. Do you enjoy grinding? Kinda. It's a lot more entertaining on this account because I'll run into players a lot more often. And players at this SP, the thing is, like, the players on really high SP accounts, they're kind of all using carbon copy hangers. Everybody's got Revoker Surge, Revoker Eclipse, Stormwreck Deathwalker, etc., etc., etc. Everybody's got basically the exact same thing. At this SP, you can find some crazy freaking builds, and it's a lot more interesting. It's way more entertaining. And I can be, here with decent builds that I know are good, but not necessarily like super OP, right? A 1v1, I don't do 1v1s. 1v1s are not even a test of skill. It's literally just... 1v1s are just a test of who has the better 1v1 hanger. That's it. You can still destroy premium mechs with free-to-play setups, but in War Robots, every new thing heavily outperforms and doesn't even die fast. Yeah. Yeah, that's... The War Robots thing is way more egregious than Mech Arena, and I definitely think Mech Arena does it better. But still, again, if you fight a bunch of bots, like, that's kind of boring as well. So I can understand kind of both perspectives here. Shrug, it's 12:25 a.m. and you're going to go. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Played against Sanji last night. I was like, hey, let's go. In Hangar Showdown or just, we're in CPC? Because I remember we ran into a couple people. Me, Sanji, and Sentry. We ran into some people. Hi, please stop keeping me from moving. Hello, guys. Come on. Oh, are we for real right now? You can't kill one dude. One shadow. Okay, I'm gonna cover the left side. Right now. Stop. Bro, I don't know what's going on right now. Everybody's freaking getting my way. Okay. I'm gonna back up. It does it less worse, not better. Well, I mean, that is what better means. Doesn't mean good. There's a distinction between better and good. It doesn't do it well, it does it better. Bzzz. Yeah, this kind of grinding is what I don't really like, right? Especially like full team of players versus a bunch of bots. Pretty boring. That's why, in general, if I'm going to be grinding, if I'm not streaming, if I'm just grinding solo, I'm not playing with people. I'm playing solo. That's the most likely. Like that's how you get the most number of players, is if you play solo. Oh yeah, there's a lot of problems with Mech Arena. I'm not saying that Mech Arena is good. I'm just saying that in general, I'd call the overall Mech Arena situation, I think, is a bit better than the Warbot situation. Neither one's like phenomenal. Is so old it still doesn't have a reload button. That's crazy. You know, I'm not even gonna lie though, like I kind of like that, because then you have to think about reloading in terms of like firing your weapons and like manually unloading so that you can then reload. I don't know. I think it adds like it is weird and kind of unnecessary, but I think it adds a little bit of extra something that other games don't really have. Miraclevids, you gotta go. Okay, bye-bye. Mech Arena content's kind of stale. They tried with Onslaught, but failed. Yeah. Yeah. The Onslaught was... I think the thing is, like, everybody was super hyped about a PvE mode for all the wrong reasons, and I don't think the devs really picked up on it. I've been saying since the very start, PvE mode is not a great idea. People only wanted it because they assumed that PvE mode would be an easy way to grind free A coins without having to deal with actual players. So it would be basically a guaranteed win versus bots. You know, like if there was a button that you could, if there was a switch or something in the when you go to battle, right? If there was like a toggle right here that would make it so that you only get bots and you don't get players, I would say like easily 70% of especially lower SP people would turn that on. They'd absolutely opt to get no players just because it means that they get more resources. They're more likely to win. And I think, it's just my opinion, obviously I don't know, but I think the vast majority of people who wanted a PvE mode or like a boss mode strictly because they thought it was going to be an easy way to get free A coins. It's the only reason. I think that is the main reason most people wanted it. And then when that ended up not being the case, nobody cared about it anymore. They didn't actually care about PvP or PvE or like an actual boss mode or anything like that. I don't think many people actually gave a crap about that. They just fantasized about a bunch of free A coins against bots. That's what I think. And overall, I mean, let's be real, the Onslaught mode in general is pretty crap. Like, there's only two free levels, and then the rest you have to get the freaking, either spend money or spend an outrageous number of A coins to get whatever mech, and then all of these other weapons as well. Like, you have to get these weapons in order to finish it as well. And it doesn't give you anything of value. No, it's absolutely not happening. But, like, yeah, it doesn't give you anything of value, so it's like, whatever. You got 300,000 credits from the vaults. Nice. I think I said 300 to 400. I was leaning toward 400. Yeah. Onslaught forces you to spend 5 million A coins or spend money on crap weapons. Yeah. The latest Onslaught, the Gatecrasher one. Honestly, that was the best skin out of all of them, I think. But it was easily the worst one. And I told Plarium as much. I was like, this is easily the worst one in terms of it forces you to buy all kinds of really, really bad weapons. weapons you should never buy, right? It forces you to buy all kinds of really, really bad ones, and it gives you basically nothing in return. So yeah, no, I wasn't really a big fan of that. But again, like, most people wanted Onslaught for the rewards, not because they actually liked the mode to begin with. You have Graviton 16 3-star? Nah, don't upgrade it. Graviton's not a really great endgame weapon. So if you have a maxed or an almost maxed Panther, Graviton's not going to do that good. I don't think. I mean, like, you could, but it's not really worth the upgrade cost. There should be a raid boss where a group of 5 or 3 players fight small mechs and the last fight giant titan boss mech. Yeah, well, that sounds cool until you realize that you play it one time, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's boring now. Why would you play it again? They'd spend freaking months of their time just for everybody to play it one time. It's not worth it. Like, I don't know why they'd bother. And the only reason you'd play it is if they gave you free A coins for doing it, right? Is if you got something for doing it. Like, you'd play it one time just for the experience, but then, like, after that, it's like, well, what's the point? And I think that's a large part of what makes the Onslaught's not worth it, too, is, like, it literally one time. Like, you play it one time, if that, and then you never revisit it. Like, you don't care after that. You can't play Onslaught more than, like, 2 times. Yeah, well, you can, but you're not going to, right? You're not going to, realistically. Like, I even specifically, like, I streamed and everything, specifically getting to, like, the top 10. Yeah, I ended up being dropped down to top 6 for the Scorpius leaderboard. And I think I did the same thing with Gatecrasher. And it was like a 3-hour stream or something like that, but I literally never played it after that. Like, literally never played it after that. Because why would I? It's pointless. It's not even entertaining. Should add a CPC map with more than 5 control points? That would be crazy, actually. Larger maps with more control points would actually be kind of wild. I really wish that they'd make a mode with, like... No, it's hard enough getting players as is, right? But it'd be crazy to have a mode with, like, 10v10 or something like that. Bro, that'd be wild. I would kind of... I would enjoy that. That'd be nice. People would play it the moment Plarium gave rewards for finished time in Onslaught. Yeah, that's true. They'd have to give rewards for, like, certain times. The thing is, like, yeah, maybe there's, like, or even do, like, 3 separate difficulties or something like that. Because I feel like a lot of it is, like, people who had the mech low rank, it was way too hard. And then people who had the mech, like, maxed out, it was way too easy. So it was just not really entertaining for anybody. Same thing with, like, the weapons, right? Like, if you had the weapons high rank, it was way too easy. And then if it was low, then it was way too hard. And people just didn't really like it. You feel like hardly any people play Hangar Showdown anymore? You get bots in the matches all the time? That's interesting, because I just played it on, like, at the beginning of the stream, I just played it. I got all players every time. Tiny points with instant captures? Yeah, I don't know about that. A mode without epic or legendary stuff. That'd be cool. Larger maps would make dash mechs and CPC too broken? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But if there's more enemies, like if it's like a 10v10, just as an example, I think things would die a lot quicker, so you'd have to be like a lot more careful. And because of that, you'd be more inclined to use like more passive stuff. So I don't know. Which weapons did you use on Panther then? Because you left Mech Arena for around 2 years, so you don't have recent mechs or weapons. Stormrack 16 is credits. You should be able to get that pretty easily. It's not... You probably shouldn't use it on Panther, but that's a good one to get. Overdriver 16 is Aquins, right? That's probably not worth getting. Panther's like not the greatest mech to be using just in general. I probably wouldn't upgrade a weapon specifically for it. I don't know what SP you are. But yeah, I'd maybe kind of get rid of Panther, to be honest. They replied in their post in if we get all the tokens with it's highly likely. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Either we do or we don't. It's their game. They're the ones who should know, dude. Larger maps make revokers suffer. I'm all for it. That's kind of true. Why is there no ban system in a mode which only has 5 free matches a day? Ban people who leave? Yeah. There should be... there's a lot of issues with it. And yeah, people who leave really cause problems. Make a puzzle mode? How would that even work? I don't understand. Anyway, I am going to... I was gonna take a break, but I might even just call it for the day. Like, I'm not really doing anything, bruh. 5v5. 5v5 tournament. And then it's like a couple other things. I'll do that later. I got 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. Yeah, it'll be fun. 3 days. Hopefully there's like another event like almost every day. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really any reason to keep playing, I don't think. So I'll probably just call it. Overdriver 8s? Yeah, no, I'll buy them probably, but I'll do that like in a video, right? Not on stream. Most likely. The problem, the only reason like I'm kind of hesitant to buy them is because I want to make an Overdriver versus Viper video because I think people have been waiting for that for a while, but the thing is, there's a 50% freaking damage modifier on Viper, which makes it look way more powerful than it actually is. Like, it's way better than it usually is, so I can't really make a video like that right now because the Viper's gonna massively overperform. For a week, a week and 2 days. It's been active for several days already. So I'd have to wait a long freaking time. I have to wait a long time before this goes away. So at that point, you know, what am I doing? Do I just make it on my main account, right? Like I could make that video on my main account, use like the 12s instead of the 8s, right? That just kind of solves my problem there. But then if I make that video on that account, do I need to buy the Overdrivers on this account? I don't know. Right? That's the thing. And I don't want to get the 10s because, well, first off, I don't have the credits to duplicate it. Second off, I don't have the Aquins to duplicate it. Third off, I don't even have close to the number of blueprints to duplicate it. So that's just, yeah. It's not a great idea. Could buy Chungus then. Yeah, yeah. I made a poll, and very, very few people voted for Chungus, which is sad. 16% voted for Chungus, 73% voted for Overdriver 8. So, I know that Overdriver is the more relevant weapon, and people want to see my thoughts on that. But it would be hard to kind of get my point across with certain things that I would end up saying. Because there's certain points that I would make, and it would be a little bit difficult to kind of get that across with this 50% freaking damage modifier on, but yeah, maybe I just do it anyway. I don't know. Do you think the Earthquake mech will be a legendary Tengu? Not a Tengu, no. Sometimes I see people don't move their mech, but kill so many mechs, and whenever I try to kill or deal damage to them, then they simply regenerate. It's a glitch or a hack. It's a bug. I think there's some way to exploit it. Certain people have found us a way to exploit it. Really scummy. Really, really scummy. You voted for Chungus. Let's go, dude. Sometimes I see people... no, you said the same thing. Okay, never mind. All day, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Imagine it'd be so thick. But I know that, you know, strictly from a YouTube perspective, Overdriver video would get a lot more views than a Brick House video would. So I'm okay getting Overdriver for that reason, I suppose. But I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about how I want to make it. When people leave the game, they're invincible on the next round of death. Why? Of deathmatch? I think they're talking about other modes too. Also, I don't care if there's some game-breaking bug that allows you to be invincible. Don't you freaking dare tell people how to do it. I will ban you immediately. Will you make an updated Gear Hub guide? Yeah, at some point. So my thinking is maybe every 6 months or year or something like that. Kind of similar with like my tier list videos, right? Where it's like I remake the tier list videos like every 6 months or so that people can kind of see like what the updated version of whatever is. And then I'll probably make something similar. I'll probably do something similar to that for the Gear Hub guide. But in general, it's like everything that I said in my Gear Hub guide is still relatively the same. It's just that certain things are a lot cheaper now. Zappy, you left the quotation marks past the parentheses. But, yeah, I see. I think it's better to buy Chungus then and do the Viper versus Overdriver comparison on the main account. Yeah, maybe. Chungus plays with the power of friendship. That's great. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The Overdriver 8 specifically, because it's like, yeah, I could do the Overdriver versus Viper thing on the main account, but that's like a lot higher SP. And I'd be fighting a lot of things with a lot of mods. Which is like not necessarily a bad it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I'd be fighting probably a lot less players. I'd only fight like maybe 1 or 2 players. They'd all be using like really stupid meta stuff. So I don't know, it'd be kind of hard. The nice thing about the nice thing that would be about if I bought it here and if I used it here is that I could use it with, you know, like the epic mechs that you get in like tier 5, tier 6, right? It's like I try it on like Aegis, or I could try it on like Redeemer, or Panther, or Sentinel, Orion, whatever, right? So, like, I could use it on some of the classic mechs that people would probably be inclined to use it on. Whereas, like, on my main account, those mechs would probably not work very well. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell which one's going to be more accurate representation. But we'll find out. Anyway, the Chungus ability is the power of friendship. Yeah, no, I agree. It's true. Which mech am I gonna buy? Surge or Eclipse? Probably Eclipse. I think Surge is the better choice for me because I don't play tournament almost ever. But I think most people should buy Eclipse first. Most people who do play tournaments and whatever, I think most people should buy Eclipse first, so I'll probably get Eclipse just so that, you know, just because most people probably should get it first, so I'll probably do it just because. Do I like YouTube? I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't be making videos or streaming, so, yeah. How many blueprints do you need to get a second copy of Stormwreck 10? Well, you can find all that info in the Mech Arena Master database, which is linked in the description. But it's 19 blueprints, and each one costs 240 acorns. So, it costs a lot if you wanna... If you want to spend acorns on that. Can you see your unsubscribers? I can see the number. Like, I can see the number of people who have unsubscribed. But I don't know exactly who. Unless I guess, like, you could turn on, like, email alerts. Like, you could get an email for when whatever things happen. But I don't really care, so I wouldn't do that. And, yeah, that would be really pointless. It's like... Yeah, technically, but I wouldn't know. Like, I wouldn't know who, and I honestly wouldn't care. Some people will, some people won't. Like, I don't... Yeah. People unsubscribe for various reasons, and like, I don't blame them for it. If they don't find it interesting, then, you know, unsubscribe, right? I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you should stay, so, like, no. You can watch what you want to watch. Check your hanger. No, I'm not checking hanger, sorry. Fusion cannon or Gauss rifle. You cannot say neither? Okay, well, I'll just not answer them. I'm not sure which one has more DPS. It honestly might even be Gauss rifle, to be honest. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I'm bored now. I'm bored now, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I am nothing interesting. Nothing interesting to talk about. Nothing interesting to do. So, how do you pronounce Aegis? Like that. You wanted 19 blueprints for Stormwreck, Graviton, Revoker. Got more than 19 for Graviton and Stormwreck. But you're not getting Revokers at all. You have only 8 still. Yeah. Well, it's just dumb luck, that's all. I'm gonna call it there. Aegis. Aegis. People pronounce it differently. I don't know. It's based on a mythological something, so you could look that up. I don't really care. Maybe I'm pronouncing it slightly different. You could fact check me, but I wouldn't care. So yeah. It's Greek. Yeah, it's based on like some shield or something from Zeus or whatever the heck. But anyway, there's a promo code just for anybody. People have been, or is it this? Yeah, I think it's that. Can only be redeemed. Yeah. So this is the code, the new promo code. I made a post on it. Almost everybody probably already knows about it, but just in case you didn't, it'll give you like this, right? So not bad. Yeah, cool, good stuff. And yeah, I'll just real quick. This, don't spend Acoins on this. You should be able to get all the tokens for free from events over the course of the next couple weeks. So, you know, keep up with the game. Make sure you're finishing those events. Don't spend Acoins on it unless you really have to. This obviously don't go for. This. Well, if this is, you can't even go for it. Never mind. This is a decent one. You can actually get the Onyx for pretty cheap. The drop rates are even. But if I'm being honest, Onyx is not good and is probably not worth going for anyway. So I probably still wouldn't. This is obviously really freaking bad and you shouldn't do it. This I covered a long time ago. You shouldn't do it. Way too unlucky. You'd end up spending a lot of Bitcoins on that. So yeah. So just for anybody who wasn't here when I talked about that. Otherwise, that's gonna be it for me. Appreciate y'all. Take care.